so this is now session. Crap, I do this every time. What's session 43? I think it is of the Code Lands Hope and Despair. And tonight we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and 6. Quarren just now showed up in roll 20. So this is like perfect timing. So I'm assuming he'll join us in Discord here in just a second. And from the last session, where you guys left off, as I recall. Okay, now I'm going to get confused, going back and forth between my dummy screen and my GM screen. But you guys were, as I recall, you were in here. Does that sound right? All right, what was that?
Yes.
You guys were in here, and again, when we left off last time, you guys went through this room, basically destroyed, killed almost everything in all the rooms. You found some writing back on this room back over here on the walls, but unfortunately nobody in the group could read it. So you guys kind of fumbled around a little bit, and you finally figured out basically how to, I think called this dispel magic, right? To bust this trap door open. And down inside there, you guys uncovered a giant black ooze, to which, as I recall, I think Dirk took a pretty good hit and damaged some of his armor. Hindle slid down there, or was that Baron? Who did the snowboarding on their shield?
That was Fuha, who did the snowboarding
right.
on his shield.
Okay, yeah, so all the dwarves hopped down there and started beating on everything, and then Quarren showed up and basically just killed everything. Is that pretty much how it went, I think?
Yeah.
Okay. Quarren. Yeah, Quarren.
And we found a nice shield.
Oh yeah, Dirk went swimming with the fishes, and he found like some gold coins, some platinum coins, and a shield. Oh, and I cannot forget, and Trigvi or Sylvia, I don't know whose pocket he went into, but they managed to knock out and put this little tiny Grimlock, now affectionately called Daisy, into one of their pouches. And as I recall,
Sylvia has it.
Sylvia has it. Okay, I can't remember who had it, but anyway, so Sylvia's got this little tiny Grimlock with, I think he got a rope around his neck. I think, is that correct?
Yeah. I think we tied a rope around him, but right now he's in a pouch, legs sticking out or something like that, or head. I can't remember.
And as I recall, I think he had a good hour before he wakes up, so he's still kind of basically knocked out unconscious, either his feet hanging out or his head, I forget which way he was, out of the pouch there. And when you guys left off, you guys are trying to figure out, I think, a way to get back out of here, because as you guys recall, when you went down the hallway that led to this area, you guys tripped some kind of a floor plate or something, you heard a loud crash, about 100 feet behind you, stone on stone, but you guys never really investigated that. And this is where we pretty much pick up from last time. Did I miss anything, guys?
I think that was it, basically.
Okay.
That was good.
You guys hear me?
Yep. I can hear you.
Sorry I'm late.
All right. Hey, you're actually early. You told me like a half an hour or an hour or so. This is good.
Yeah, I know, but that's still not on time, but it was earlier than I thought, which is good at least.
Okay. All right, so tonight JJ's going to join us. JJ will be playing the part of Hindle tonight, and Hilton is also going to, again, play the part of Dirk. Okay. Now, Dirk, last time you took a hit from the Black Ooze, and your armor should have taken a deduction in the AC. Did you already update your character sheet to that, or got a note of that somewhere?
I do. I've got it down here, and then I'll look at it compared to the old shield I've got, and I go, and drop the old shield, and if it's got, I'll just put the new leather strap on the back of it and go, there you go. Looks like I've got a little better shield, but I don't know what it does.
Okay. Yeah, as I recall that it was rather odd, the fact that it was in this area with the Black Ooze that basically destroys all kinds of metal, and this thing was whole. And Hindle, I don't know if Tika did last time or not, the guy that played Hindle, he took a couple shots to his weapon when he was whacking on the ooze as well. I'm not going to enforce that since it's your first time playing him, but moving forward after this session, if you play him again, we'll have to either get him a new weapon or figure out a way to fix his pots and pans, because he took some acid damage, I believe, to a couple of his skillet that he prefers to use.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So where do you guys want to go from here? This is your baby now.
I cannot see.
Endon's not with you guys, so I'm trying to figure out who I can actually play as, because most of these guys are all you now. Yeah, these guys are all you. Yay! I get to play the bad guys, and no NPCs.
Because I've got Fuha, so you're all good. You don't have to worry about Fuha. actually pretty great.
So Dirk will go over to Hendel and say, "Hey, I saw you hurt your pots, so here's a shield if you want to use it to bash something with."
Using a shield as a weapon.
He goes, "Hey, if you could use a pot, you could use a shield."
Oh, I'm sorry.
You
You coming to me?
yeah. I'll come over to you and I'll say, "Hey, I've some metal for you. This shield of mine, this old one, I'm going to update to this one. Can I give you this if you've hurt your pots and pans, and you can use this to melt down if you want, and if you want it, it's all yours."
I guess I'll have to do.
All right.
Sorry, Brian. I can't remember. When I looked in the back room at the chasm there, did it close off?
Which
Like,
room are you
did it get
talking
really
about?
small and narrow?
I didn't see if you came.
It's the one in the back right. I'm trying to figure out, how do you pick? Yeah, that one.
You
Just click, left click.
Yeah, as I recall, I think you looked into there, and I'm going off memory myself as well, and I think you could see about to right to here, and it looks like it was getting narrow, but you never actually went inside there, as I recall. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I think that's about right. I just wanted to make sure because I couldn't quite remember.
Yep. I think you did ask how far up it went, and I think I shared with you it went up maybe 10, 12 feet and kind of came to a point again, but it's kind of hard to see with actually crawling in there.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm going to say to everybody, or make it known to everybody as Sylvia, that there's a crevasse in the back if we want to maybe push forward and try and see there.
I mean,
think some of us may even have some bombs.
we can go back and look at exactly what the sound was. We may not be caved in here at all. It may have just been...
It could be a big-ass monster.
That is true.
Usually loud noises.
No, I don't do that to you guys.
It's just, I don't want to continue moving forward and us get terribly, terribly lost in this place. Because this place is a honeycomb. Like, there's so much of this place that we could get lost in, and fall in lava or something, and die.
Oh, don't mention lava or Endon.
Yeah, that's true.
Trigby says we can always go out the front door.
What door?
Well, it might not have had hinges, but where we came in from.
Back to where we came, yeah.
All right. So
Well, I mean, Dex says, we're here now. Why don't we go and sit in the crevice? And if it's a crevasse, and if it's too much, we don't have to fight it.
Yeah, if it's too narrow, we can always turn back. Because it looks like it narrows up front, so it might not go any further, but we should check it out.
Yeah, I'd like to check it out just to at least not miss.
Who's the smallest?
Well, technically the smallest is probably Daisy, but she's out of it.
I'm short, but I'm not small.
Sylvia's got to be the smallest then.
Yeah, I'm probably the smallest.
What are you going to do then, Sylvia?
I guess I'm going to go forward without the ability to cast magic.
Oh, yeah,
I have my knife.
I guess we need to
It'll
remind
be
everybody
okay.
that Sylvia still got the 2 manacles on her wrists. I think those are the 2 that are still magically in place. So the one on her neck has been dispelled, but it's still on around her neck.
I thought Trigby dispelled those, or did he not?
No, we tried to get... I think Quarren tried to dispel them, or Usul tried, and it didn't work because I wasn't smart enough for that.
Gotcha.
We failed the intelligence check, more or less. And I don't think we've rested enough to get those spell slots back.
I mean, I don't know if Brian would let me attempt to try and break them one last time before you go in, but otherwise,
You can try whatever you want, man. I'm not going to tell you you can't do it.
How are you
just
trying to
karate
break
chop
them?
ripping them apart with my fist.
I'm gonna take a hard pass because I know that either it has to be knock or like dispel magic to remove them.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they can't just be picked from my previous encounters.
Well, I don't have locks on them, but we can try to break them, like with
Yeah, I was
physical
gonna
strength.
Just break them.
But
'Cause
not
they're iron
until...
manacles, right?
But they're magical, so if they come off, it could be doubly bad for you and I.
For that magical door, I did absolutely nothing to it. The little magical trapdoor that we had to do whatever with.
That's okay. I have a crossbow I can go forward with.
I have my knife too. You should be fine.
And I have your knife. Yeah. Nothing can go
Are
wrong,
they-
guys.
Are they restricting you, Sylvia, or are you okay? Because I can have a look at them. I can get the magic off them, possibly, if you want to try. And if you're worried about everybody else, maybe we could go over there, and if anything happens, it's on us.
Well, we can, you can try and have, if you have Dispel Magic, but I don't want to do it if it's not through Dispel Magic or not.
It is Dispel Magic. Okay, I've got enough grunt maybe to give that it, but then I'll need a bit of a rest. I did it at the door, but I'm sort of almost cactus. But I don't mind if it's going to help you out.
Let's hold it because you need to use it twice because I have it on both wrists. So I'm going to say, let's wait until we have like a nice long rest coming up.
Well, you might be all right because it's a bit of an area effect. Both your hands at the same time. Oh, in a nice way, I mean.
Is there an area of effect? I don't know. I
Thought it was just one. You can pick one effect on a creature or an object or something of the sort.
That's what I
See.
thought.
Okay. Yeah, if I'm doing it generally on your wrists, yeah, I could try one and see what happens.
Let's
And then
wait
you
for a
still-
long rest. Let's wait for a long rest.
Well, we've got a couple injured people, so maybe we should sit down and take a short rest at least.
Yeah. Anyone there? Yeah. Okay. Let's do some healing.
Like I say, as a DM, I love when someone says, "Let's try this and see what happens."
Doing fine.
It's always great when you're not the one that is the result of what happens.
Dirk's a bit of a chaos feed. Let's walk through the storm with our golf clubs above our head and just see what happens. Okay, so does anyone need like proper healing, or we're just going to rest it up? Because I can give you a spell if you need one.
We can just sit down and rest it out.
Yeah.
For
Let's
the
do
couple
it.
people that actually are injured, because
So that's what you guys are doing as a consensus.
Sure.
All
who
right.
has down one hit point?
How
Yeah.
how long?
Yes,
Of
magic
sorry, go ahead.
magic users regain some of their spell points on short rest now.
Yeah.
Yep.
It depends
magic
on
pool
their
points.
class.
Yes.
Yeah, it's different now.
Yes, I have to... Shit.
Depends on how long of a rest you take. That's why I was asking how long of a rest you guys going to take. So basically,
was
an
gonna
8-hour
say-
rest, you get all of it back if you guys can't remember or not. That's basically the same as a long rest. You get all of it back. But for
Like your standard short rest, like the one which is 1/8, so you get 1/8 of the
Right.
total.
right, so
Was that how it works?
1/8, yeah, 2 hours would be 2/8, 3 hours 3/8, so on and so forth, of whatever your max magic pool points are.
Is that
Short
rounded
rest
up or
can
down?
be up to 4 hours, but I was going to only say 1 hour, unless you guys want to do longer. It's up to you guys, because I guess it affects you more.
Yeah, I'd like to have a little rest just to get that dispel
2 hours. Everybody okay with 2 hours?
Yeah.
Yep.
How does the magic points work in regards to how much you get back each hour?
Yeah, like I said, whatever your max pool points are. So if you rest for an hour, it's 1/8 of whatever your
Gotcha.
max
Yeah.
HP is.
so
That's
this
how
will
much
be
you get
2/8.
back.
Unless you're an
Gotcha.
elf, right? And then it's the 1/4.
Correct. Yeah, because they get the trance thing, so it's accelerated for elves. All right, so that's what you guys are doing. You're going to take a rest for how long?
2 hours.
Okay. Go ahead and position yourselves wherever you're going to sit and meditate or rest or whatever you're going to do there.
I'm assuming Baron's up in the front. I'll be back here, kind of.
I'm just sitting
And,
watching the door, and Fuhal's going to watch the crevasse. 'Cause we don't actually need to rest. We're fine.
Okay, so everybody's where they're going to be for resting?
Yeah, I'll just add my hit. Can I add my hit points now, or should I add them later?
Oh, hold on. Who's keeping watch basically down the, you said Fuhal's watching down the crevasse? Baron's watching down
I'm
the
watching
hallway?
the front door. Yeah.
Okay. Just give me one perception.
Both of them.
Yeah, for you and for Fuhal.
For Ben
Nice roll.
and Fuha.
Yeah.
That was better than me.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Okay. That was 1 hour, 2 hours, you guys said.
Hours.
2 hours.
2 hours. All right, so you guys don't notice a thing. However, Quarren, you will notice as which way are you looking as you're standing there?
I'm looking at Fuha.
You're looking at Fuha.
Because
Okay.
he impressed me when he slid down that one thing on his shield.
Okay. All right. So closer to the 2 hour mark, Baron, you'll hear a little bit of rumbling coming from somewhere. It's far off, but it's, obviously this direction somewhere down the hallway. You hear a lot of rumbling, stone on stone kind of sound. And towards the end of the 2 hour mark, Quarren, you will feel something wet kind of slap up the back side of your head as you're standing right there. But you guys will all get your 2 hours rest, and you guys can do with that information what you like.
Well, I'll holler.
Ah!
Yeah. Ah! Something like my ear!
Are
As
we
you-
using the magic pool now?
Yes. So, Quarren, as you, whatever it was, kind of hit you in the back of the head, you put your hand up there to where it is, you pull your fingers back, and you get a good look at it, get a good smell of it, and you're pretty sure that's some kind of shit.
Oh.
I'm just like, darn it! Anyone have anything like water or cloth? Jeez. Freaking disgusting. Something crapped on me up there. There's a hole way up, I don't know. But we got it. Something's up there.
Bill has that magic jug. Maybe that'll help.
Wash your mouth with some beer.
Well, it can make water too. Like gallons of water.
It's a shower.
I need to at least get my hair clean. Look at these locks.
JJ, if you're not familiar with your Hindle character, he's the one that has the alchemy jug. That's what they're
Yes,
referring to.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Just a misunderstanding of the names, but yeah, I suppose. I suppose that I'll have to do. The skillets aren't gonna exactly clean you, and I hand over the alchemic jug.
Alright, I'm not really sure. Is there like a command word for this? Or something to...
I just say water, and the water comes out.
Alright, I'll say water, and I'll have my head like hanging up at a 90-degree angle so I can rinse out my hair and stuff.
Thought someone would have prestidigitation maybe in here, but I guess no one took that spell, huh?
Probably Sylvia has it.
And while I'm doing this,
I
I'm
actually
like,
don't have.
Someone go watch...
Oh, Trigby has it. Would you like me to remove the shit from your hair, good sir?
You can remove shit with magic?
Of course I can. I'm Trigby.
I'd like to see that, yeah.
I like sassily snap my fingers and make the shit fly off.
Like, wow, I did not realize that magic had this many uses.
Yep, it's full of surprises, says Dirk.
No
Does it
magic
wipe as
user.
well?
Just looking at bad.
No magic user with prestidigitation has ever wiped their ass.
Pretty shitty use of the spell, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, does that mean Daisy woke up?
Oh, yeah, she would have woke up by that point. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. So, yeah, she would have woke up, and I'm going to assume that she's probably face down in the pouch. I'm not sure, but she'd have woke up
Yeah.
and kind of squirming a little bit, and she's trying to get herself out of the pouch a little bit. So I don't know how you would try to keep her in there, but she's definitely trying to break free of the pouch.
I sort of keep the knot around the top tied a little tight. And yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm like, shh, relax, it's okay.
Give me an animal handling there.
Oh man.
I get the feeling this is gonna go bad.
Alright, so you start whispering to it and everything. I'm sure Trigger's giving you a weird look. And hold on, let me roll this. Oh man, she rolled like shit. You see her reaching out. She's still trying to, dig her way out of it. And she's just looking at you and trying to keep you from touching her, but she's still trying to, force her way out, but she can't quite get out yet.
Sweet.
You're pretty sure she's going to try to get away the first chance she gets.
Pardon?
You're pretty sure that she's going to try to get away the first opportunity she gets?
I'm not gonna let that happen, that's for sure.
Can you tie that thing up better? Or... I mean, just until you train it, obviously.
Can cut off its hands and feet.
Oh.
Well, with it, since its feet are sticking up out of the pouch, I'm gonna use some rope and tie another little knot around the feet.
Okay. What's your wisdom modifier?
The wisdom modifier is 2.
Okay. I just rolled for you to see how good of a knot you do. You think it's a fine knot. There's no way she's going to get out of that knot.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's what you said about my last knot. Oh well. I'm confident. I got knot tying skills.
It looks good to me.
I'm like, guys, we should keep moving because I'd like to get a cage made for this thing.
Alright, well, let's check out that crevice.
Mm.
Okay, who's checking out the
Oh, we were going to try to get Sylvia's shackles off again, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bring him on.
So,
over. Let's have a look.
Okay. Who has Dispel Magic?
I've got Dispel Magic. So.
Dark
And
Silver.
sorry, Brian. Was that an intelligence modifier or wisdom modifier?
I believe it was intelligence. 1 second, I'll pull it up here again to make sure.
Yeah, I think it was intelligence because I remember my modifier being shit.
Yeah, it's intelligence.
Mm.
So
How
yeah,
Derek rolls the intelligence, though.
it's either or. And when I rolled it with Isul, we had the same modifier. I don't know what Dirk has. I'm assuming he's a bit more intelligent than me. He looks like an intelligent person with all his book learning.
He says, you can guarantee that, friend. So let's have a look. I can give this a go.
Did you cast Shield of Faith on somebody, or was that an accident?
I was just having a look at some of the spells I've got for today. So I might begin the morning or the time that we've got. With this Dispel Magic. So let's have a look. So equals DC plus a spell level. Check. Okay. All right. Choosing the object or creature. Yeah. So I just cast the spell, and it just needs to DC that I've got, and that's what it seems to be.
Yeah, the way I've
It
always
only
played
lasts
this,
10 minutes.
either the caster has to roll the intelligence save, or Sylvia does. I'll let you guys make the call.
The item has to make it. So what?
No, you have to make a intelligence check on this to see if it's going to work on it.
Righto. All right. So let's give that a go. Here we go.
So yeah, you can roll the intelligence check.
Yeah. Do you want to assist me then? I say.
Can I assist? Well, I wouldn't add anything because I have a modifier of 0. So
You cannot assist on a spell. You can assist on like
Okay.
some kind of ability check, even though it is an intelligence check, but it's technically a spell.
Oh, okay, because sorcery is on charisma.
Yeah,
Buggered,
but
okay.
this dispel magic needs an intelligence save.
Okay, all right. So
check, sorry.
there we go.
Oh shit. Okay, I gotta look up what the damage is again.
Plus -1.
Yeah, I know. Dirk's not that smart. He's
Alright, that's the right. Is this the right or left hand?
let's go with the left hand.
Okay. Alright, so you see as Dirk starts casting the spell, you can see the magic aura around the wristband kind of radiate a little bit. It radiates, it starts to kind of shake and shimmer, almost like it's vibrating, like it's having convulsions. And then, just like before, a blast of this necrotic energy just shoots all up your arm and out your fingertips, and a couple more fingernails kind of pop off.
Ugh.
Oh,
man.
31 points of necrotic damage.
Oh,
All right. Can I finish casting the spell or I won't get it off?
You want to cast it again?
No, I mean, did the spell actually go off or it didn't work at all?
Like,
it failed.
You attempted, and from what it looks like, that thing is still sitting there, still kind of radiating some kind of magic aura, and she's got another black arm.
Damn.
Still sure you don't want me to just rip it off?
I'm going to do a heal on her then. So sorry.
You better. I just look
yeah.
at him like, and I'm really rubbing it in, milking it.
Oh,
I'm just
man,
like,
that was
my
really
eyebrow
bad.
I raised. I'm like, holy shit, what was that?
Who the hell put that on you? Okay, so I'll do just a heal. Let's have a look. Heal.
The spell heal?
Wouldn't
that be great?
The cure moderate, but I've only got inflict here, so I've got the healing word. Can I turn around the cure spell?
Turn around
Is
the
that
what?
possible, Brian? So I've got inflict wounds, and I've also got healing word, but here's the cure word. See, it's fine. Yeah, I've got it. All right. So, and I want to cast it at higher level. I don't know how to do it. Do I just click it twice or?
Wait, when you hit it, it should come up with what level you want to cast it at, provided that has the cast at a higher level
Option on it. Okay, let's have a look.
stuff on it, yeah.
Okay, so just click on that. So there we go. What level do you want to? I'll do it at 2, which is the best I've got. And boom, there you go.
So I get 5.
You get 13. It's 8 plus 5.
Yeah, 8 plus 5.
Gotcha.
Better than 0, right?
Yeah.
Do you want
And
another
then-
one?
Go ahead.
Trigby's going to use up one of his healing cure wounds.
Have we reached dawn yet?
Yeah, I was going to share that with you. It's roughly about 6 a.m. now, so yeah, your little wand there, the red glowing of the gem is going to be a little bit brighter than it normally is, kind of signifying it's got its charges back.
All right, I'll go ahead and give her some healing as well here as soon as I find it.
Now, was your staff a roll to see how many charges you get every day at dawn, or was it fully recharged? I forget.
Look at that.
It is a...
I'll have it off to the right under magic loot if you don't have it under your character sheet.
Staff regains 1 die 4 plus 2 charges each day.
Yep, so you got to roll it to see how many charges it gains.
Go 4! Yeah.
Plus 2. This 1d4 plus 2, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you got 6 charges back in it.
That. 3 4s.
Alright, so Sylvia's
All
sitting
right.
there with one blackened arm, a few less fingernails. Everyone starts feeling sorry for her and casting Cure Wounds on her. Poor girl hasn't been able to do anything yet. Anyone else want to try it?
So how much health did I get back from that staff thing? 4?
I haven't even rolled that
Oh.
yet. I just rolled to get the charges back. So I've got 5 charges. I can use 4 of them, but here I'll give it to you.
Because I saw Corin and Baron both roll a 4. Is that healing for me or?
That was
That's
we
one of
were
our weapons.
recharging our magical items.
Okay, I just wanted to double check. Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't
I know
hear
you
you.
guys don't like it that much.
I'm a lowly fighter. I can't hear you.
Unfortunately.
Dirk's the only one
So
that's
just-
killed you so far.
Yeah. I can do it again.
No. I said I'm wary of your magic.
Me too, says Dirk. but I can try again if I use. Yeah, so if it says that you use the check using your spellcasting ability, and I'm a sorcerer, spellcasting ability is charisma, not intelligence,
Woo.
according to the book.
Right, but these magic manacles are not like
Mhm.
something out of the book. So
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Has anybody got any? Oh, actually,
Okay.
I probably do. Of making my intelligence better.
who can make the cleric smarter?
Has anyone got any inspiration type stuff?
But Bardic
If I were a
Inspiration,
different person.
does Bardic Inspiration wouldn't apply to that skill check, right?
You can apply it to ability checks, yeah.
Yeah, I can. That's what I'm saying. If you want to lay that on me, that might.
Yeah, Trigby's gonna give. Actually, since your intelligence is -1,
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Trigby-
you should try it.
Trigby is. Oh, do those Soul have dispel magic?
Well, it
I
has to.
do, but my intelligence, I've got a 0 modifier.
Better than -1.
Well,
Sure.
I'm at 0. So I'll tell you what. Trigby's gonna give Sylvia Bardic Inspiration, and if Dirk casts dispel magic again, Sylvia's gonna use her intelligence plus Bardic Inspiration.
I'm okay with that.
And we can be there to heal if needed.
Yeah.
All right. Dirk goes, I'm really sorry, Sue. I'm not too good at this. You know, I'm more instinctual than I am smart. So I'll give it a go if you're happy.
Hang on 1 second.
Here we
So
go.
when I roll intelligence with Bardic Inspiration, I forget how Bardic Inspiration works.
I believe
You just
Trigby-
add an extra dice,
Yeah, I think Trigby's
like
bardic
a D8.
inspirations are a D6 or D8. I have to look it up.
Depends what level he is.
You
Yeah.
get to see the dice roll, and then before it's announced whether it's a failure or a success, you can choose to add the dice roll of
Good.
your Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Yes.
Might
So
be
you're going to do the sorry, you're going to do the dispel magic, Dirk?
I am if you want me to.
Yeah, I'm going to use my my intelligence save.
Excellent. Now, do you want me to use? I'll do it, of course, on the same hand.
Yes, because it can't get any more necrotic than this, guys.
And did you get my 11 points of healing there?
I did. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I've got 3 more I can use today, so...
Okay,
Right.
Trigby also has a... So do I have to just roll my intelligence? He doesn't have to roll anything for dispel magic, right?
No, he doesn't. Just roll your intelligence check, and just as long as he takes his magic points away out of his pool for
Okay.
casting that.
So now, before I cast my dispel magic, I now cast on myself guidance, which gives me a D4 on my ability check too. And I slap myself on the head and go, man, I've this too chill to remember I could do that. What a moron.
All right, so just so we're
And
clear,
then,
Sylvia's going to
yeah.
do the roll this time, right? Not
Yeah,
you.
you could do the guidance on
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, you can do the guidance
Yeah.
on her,
Then
and it'll stack.
if it stacks, I've given it to her. There you go.
Oh, jeez, I got D6 and a D4? Oh, man.
There
And
you
what
go.
level bard is Trigby?
I think
8.
he's level 8.
Oh yeah.
So then it's a D8, not a D6.
Oh, is it? Because the sheet said
Yeah.
D8. Or D6, sorry.
The die becomes a D8 at fifth level, so it's a D8 now.
Oh, awesome. Well, I can
So
always
you get-
save one for the other.
Yeah, go. You could roll them both, and you don't have to use them.
Okay, so first I'm rolling for the left hand. Let's see. And then, Brian, don't tell me I failed, because I might have to use some Bardic Inspiration here.
Okay.
Oh,
Woohoo!
So you going with that, or are you going to use some bardic inspiration?
Well, hang on. I would get the 14 because I'm exhausted, right? I don't get the 18?
Exhaustion. Let me look at it again. What does exhaustion do to you?
We had a rest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Take
yeah,
damage on
that's
ability
right.
checks.
Yep, so that'd be a 14.
That'd be a 14, eh?
You still have a D4 and a D8 to add to that.
So I'm going to use the D4 to add to that.
Okay.
Roll it. Let's see how you go.
Just to keep in mind, bardic inspiration dice only last for 10 minutes anyway.
Well, we're going to do the other wrist anyways, so...
Alright, so who casted this? Dirk did, right? Or Usul?
yeah,
Yeah.
Dirk lays into it.
Alright, so Dirk goes up and tries again, looks at you somewhat,
Yeah.
I'm assuming like, okay, just, you ready for this? I'm sorry. Start casting again. You see him
Dirk
take
actually,
a little bit more concentration on it this time, seems like. He's looking like he's taking a little more serious, and you see the manacle around your right wrist. Is that what it was? You said right?
Left.
Left one.
Because I did the left one last time.
That's right. So you see it around your wrist. It starts to glow, starts to vibrate, just like last time, you know. And you hold your arm out like expecting the worst, and then it just all the aura in it just kind of saps, and it goes away. No more magic aura around that wrist.
okay,
I give
take
him
it
a
off.
high five. I give him a high five.
He gives you one back. Yeah! No, what about the other wrist?
All right. We got the other right one to do, guys.
Okie dokie. All right, let me just knock off. It's 4. So that's down to 15. Okay, I'm ready. You ready?
Yeah, and I still have my bardic inspiration to tide me over, so I'm going to roll my intelligence save.
Oh, Sylvia, go ahead and move yourself wherever you're standing at while this is being done. Because I'm assuming you're not standing there with Trig because Dirk can't even get to you there.
Yeah, I'll just
No, I'm
stand
going to walk
somewhere.
right up to him.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just sort of getting you to come away a little bit from other case. So yeah, come over here. That's right.
I like a sorcerer who's very confident in his abilities to make us move away from everybody.
Dirk says, if you like that, I want you to skeleton on it. You know, get acquainted. Ready?
Oh shit.
So he tips up the table just so there's no blood.
That's Sylvia's,
So,
right?
Yeah, that's Sylvia's.
So that's a 1.
Oh no!
Because you're exhausted still.
Damn it.
Dang.
So even my bardic inspiration won't save me here.
No.
I look at you, and you notice Dirk has actually got his hand.
So my only question is this the same arm that you got fried before? It is, isn't it?
No.
No, because the last one I did left and left.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so we got rid of the bad. We got rid of the necro. Now we're going to get the radiant damage.
So just like before, you see, Dirk's taking this very seriously. His confidence is up, from running that first time. You see him kind of run his hands all around this thing while he's concentrating the spell and doing the incantation. And Sylvia's all confident, got her wrist sticking out there. Starts to glow, starts to vibrate just like before. Oh yeah, just like last time. And wham! All that black necrotic energy just shoots up your arm, parts up through your shoulder into your neck a little bit. And bam.
Man, those claws. Almost the same as last.
Fucking brutal.
Yeah.
You have two fingernails left on that hand.
Oh.
Trigby's
Drake
going to
is,
throw a cure wound over Sylvia's way.
Yeah.
Gordon's like shocked. He's like, enough of this. Like, take a rest at least.
I've got enough for one more go.
Stop.
Watch this.
I'll say, perhaps, if you're exhausted, you better give me the button inspiration, and I think I better do it.
There's another cure wounds.
Now I can...
I can't watch this anymore.
Sylvia, these are bad gloves. So Dirk's talking to her like a doctor. It's going to hurt. It'll be okay when it's all done.
Oh, jeez.
Just don't look.
Yeah, okay, right. I'll give her a heal before
So Brian, just to confirm, a cure wounds at level 1 is 1 point of mana off or 2?
Level 1. Level 1 spell means 1 point off.
Okay. Then Trigby's gonna cast it again.
I would do guidance on yourself, Dirk. And then,
Yeah, exactly what I'm going to do. I'll do the guidance, and then if you can...
So who's casting the guidance on you? Trigby's doing that?
No. Trigby just casted Cure Wounds again on Sylvia.
No, but Dirk was saying he's going to use guidance and use his.
Yeah, I can cast it on myself. It's a cantrip, so it doesn't worry. So I'll cast it on myself, and then I'm going to ask the bard to cast guidance on me. The bardic inspiration on me if you can. Play that music, man. I need some help because this time I better actually watch. Ready?
Okay. Hang on 1 second. Let me adjust my sheet.
Oh, I thought you were going to cue some music. You had like some music background getting ready to play for those Trigby does a little
Dun,
song
dun.
there.
It's
Some sweet
I
bagpipe
am the
music.
tiger. Dun, 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 dun.
I forgot I've got a harp too. We could play that.
oh, I have the drums. We can have a band going.
Hindle
So
can,
Van can be the singer, the lead singer. Van can be.
Hindle bang away on his pots and pans. You have a good band going there.
Yeah, exactly.
Tracked
Dirk
everything.
says to Sylvia, this is probably not the best first date, right? Ready to go?
Yeah, I guess so. Bring it on.
I'm ready to go. Here we go. All right. So I'll take the inspiration. Do I roll the inspiration dice first?
No, you roll your intelligence and then you decide.
okay.
Once you see the total, you can do it after.
I am almost definitely going to need it. Okay, here we go. So intelligence.
You're going to get it at advantage, Dirk, with everybody playing a tune behind you.
Oh, okay, I'm going, come on, baby. Here we go.
All right, so that's a 15. So now
Yeah,
you
and
can
then
choose.
I'll
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll take the bardic one. I just want to be sure. And that's 4 more, so that's 19. And I'm even going to take my own. I'm saying, and that's my D4. So it's all together 20. And then I just put my hand on it and I say, Chaos Lord, you've been doing the whole chaos thing really, really, really. So let's do something really weird and make this work.
All right, so Dirk kind of has this look like, oh shit, don't fail me now. I just don't want to basically rot this woman's arm off. And it takes a little bit more time this time. Says the incantation maybe a little bit louder, a little more emphasis with all the drums and the pots and pans and Baron singing and are you playing on the harp too, Usul?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm available. I'm backup.
So there's a cacophony of some kind of music. It doesn't sound like anything you've ever heard before in your life, other than maybe like a drunken tavern when people walked up and stole the instruments from the band. But somehow you managed to not fry her other arm, and the other manacle goes cold.
Yeah.
And
then I cast Mage Hand to give Dirk a high five in celebration.
He gives it back. Yay!
So as you're casting that, coming down the hallway, you guys see Warak and Therum walking right behind him, and Warak's walking up and says, "What the hell's all the racket going on in here?"
I'm back!
It's a ditty to my god.
It's been exciting work.
Well, I heard you guys from completely down the hallway. It's a good thing there's nothing else really dangerous in here, as far as we know.
There's us.
Yeah, we're dangerous.
Sorry, Sylvia.
So he said, well, anyway, so what the hell did you guys do to the hallway back there? It was like a big freaking pile of boulders and shit.
Yeah, we might have accidentally triggered that.
Well, we kind of figured you guys went that direction after we came back and couldn't find you anywhere. We found the open doorway outside the alchemy lab, whatever it was over there. We found this giant pile of rocks and figured we haven't seen anywhere else. You may be behind that. So we just spent the past couple hours just digging out of there. And then we started hearing this cacophony of whatever the hell is over. He kind of looks over at Baron, a little over at Quarren, over at Hindle. All you guys like, yeah, that was a pretty good ditty you had there. But anyway, if you guys are ready to head back, we got that hallway kind of cleared out there a little bit. Did you guys find anything else in here?
Just a brain thing.
Brain thing.
We found some black goop in this like pit as well, but it's taken care of.
And a chasm thing.
A chasm thing. What do you mean by that?
Daisy.
In the back there's like a crack in the thing, and we were gonna go through it, but
You guys are hanging out, looking at cracks.
Yeah, you got a problem with it?
yes.
It's not like you had more fun than we did. All we found was a couple little goblins running around and trying to get out of this place, but looks like for the most part, at least from our patrols, there's not much here left to really worry about. So, you guys want to stick around and look at some more cracks? What do you want to do here?
We were gonna go inside the crack eventually.
Yeah, I think we were going to send Sylvia up through the crack there and have her check that out.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, I guess.
Now that she has her arms back. Oh, and by the way, Sylvia, you would have had your backpack and your all your components, or did you have arcane focus? I forget. Which did you have?
Let me see here. I think I had arcane. I had arcane focus or component pouch, one or the other.
Right, and whichever you had when they found all the loot back in that one little hidden hallway, that's where your backpack would have been with all your stuff in it as well.
Yeah, sorry, I had an arcane focus. I just checked my list.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you would have that back by now as well. All right.
Okay, and yeah.
Go ahead.
Do you want to give me my knife back?
Yeah, I'm gonna give the knife back.
Thanks.
Might be able to
I have my knife back.
stuff up a bit if you want before you go in there.
Do you want those manacles off?
They're not doing anything, so I'm gonna keep them for now. I'll wait until we get to town.
Hey, I'd take them off.
You sure?
Because I think the magic might react.
I've already cast Magic Hand and Mage Armor and nothing's happened, so...
Oh, no, but my Dispel magic doesn't last forever. Take them off and then keep them with
Oh,
you,
it doesn't last forever? I thought it...
No. Well, I don't know, but, you know... I'm hoping it does, but I'm not sure. So that's what I'm saying. Better be safe than sorry. Just keep them in your pocket.
So does Dispel Magic last forever? I thought it did.
I don't know whether he's fucking with you or not.
No, Dirk says, look, I don't think there's any chance that it's got, like, permanent magic on it, but if it did, I'd only knock it out for a certain amount of time.
Well, that's a spell that you technically could know. Is that correct, Sylvia?
Yeah.
I don't know if you cut out when you answered me. I just didn't hear you.
I think he's got out.
Sylvia, you there?
I think so, because it looks like he's talking, but there's no sound.
All right, Sylvia, I don't know if you can hear us, but we cannot hear you. Do-do-do. Hello, Sylvia. All right, so should we decide with her away whether this lasts forever or not?
Yeah, Dirk thinks it's quite a powerful magic that was.
I was going to make her roll an intelligence check. I was going to give her advantage if it was in her actual spellbook, though, to see if she knows that or not. All right, let us know when you're back. Oh, I heard a ding. Are you back, Sylvia?
Yeah. That was leaving, so they'll be back in a sec.
So who's this Theron guy? Is he one of our friends?
Yeah, he was one of the dwarves that showed up with Fuha and Barrett.
He may or may not have something pop out of his head and kill us at some point. We're not sure, to be honest. We don't know who to trust anymore.
Yeah, we got a hacking situation going on.
Yeah, Tharum, he was under the control of the Mind Flayer until Khorne had his epic battle where he killed everything with one hit point. And Tharum kind of got shook out of it.
Excellent.
All right, so we're waiting for Sylvia to come back. Anybody else want to do something?
Yeah,
I'll just see.
I had that harp that I was attuning to. I believe I've done that correctus. Can I play that now?
There's an attunement. Yeah, I think attunement. I think it says only 1 hour. Were you attuning to that harp
Yeah.
Sorry
during your
about
short
that.
rest?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I got frozen in Discord, so I didn't hear anything there.
Okay. So just hold on 1 second. We'll get back to you, Sib. I want to address Usul's thing when he said he was trying to attune to this harp. And let me pull it up here and decide what you learned from attuning to it as opposed to identify here. All right, so you sat and kind of meditated with this lovely harp here, and at the end you're very tempted, to kind of start playing something on it during the rest of the band's little ditty there, but you held back. You're pretty sure this thing it's definitely something in magical. You have a feeling that if you pluck one of these little leaves, golden leaves that you see on it, that something magical may happen. But that's what you'll get from an attunement.
Okay. I'm going to say, hey, everybody, watch this. Let's see what
God.
happens. And I'm going
I'm
to go
standing
for it.
right next to you.
All right, so before you kind of pluck the leaves off, you've taken a better look during your little attunement session, looking at all the different leaves, and each one of the leaves has a small little rune on it, and yeah, you're Elven, so it's Elvish in nature. So you would recognize some of the runes on them. Two of them have a rune that kind of represents a small animal. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh crap! They all have animals on them. They all have different kinds of animals on them, and one has a more of like a horse or some kind of a beast that you would ride upon, and another one has a rune depicting some kind of a plant.
Okay, is there one that has a rune that would be like a climbing animal or a smaller animal?
A smaller animal. Yeah, there's a few on there. Yep.
Okay. I'd like to try one of those smaller animals that can climb.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna pick that leaf off of it, correct?
Yes.
All right. So as you pick the leaf off, kind of hold it in your hand for a second, then the harp starts to kind of levitate. I don't know if it's on the ground in your backpack or whatever. It starts to levitate up on the ground and starts playing a lovely melody at that. And it, which one is it? And it casts. You recognize the spell as it starts to kind of spell. Recognize the harp as it starts playing this melody, almost like it's saying an incantation, but with notes instead of words. And it casts animal friendship for you. Is there an animal around you go cast friendship on?
Daisy? I don't know where she went, but
I gotta look at the spell now and see if it's if Daisy's the right kind of beast for it or not. Animal friendship. Must be a beast. And I don't know if Grimlocks are beasts or not. Let's find out.
I feel like they're more of a monstrosity.
That's what I thought too, but I'll find out here 1 second.
Daisy is not a monstrosity. Come on.
I would squish that thing under the heel of my boot without a second thought.
A little.
Oh, my new
little
boots!
below.
Oh, it's actually a humanoid. Grimlock is
Wow.
considered a humanoid.
Wow.
I
Ugh.
could charm Daisy then.
Yeah.
All right, so one of your charges are now gone off of your harp there. What else would you like to do
Okay.
with that?
you know what? I think that I'll just leave it right there, and we'll try it again at another time here.
Okay.
Can anyone cast Identify?
Not I.
I'm getting a general sense of no.
Yeah, I still have that bow.
I'm looking through the NPCs right now that you have with you, see if anybody has it, which I don't think they do.
I mean,
I
I've
can
got
blow
these
the dirt
windy
off of
boots that I don't know what these do.
Yeah, if anybody, it has to be Usul or Trigby. That'd be the only two I would think I would have to identify. Maybe Dirk, but
Yeah,
Rigby
Dirk
does
says,
not.
No.
Usul does not.
let me check.
Dirk does not.
I'm pretty sure Warrak doesn't either. I don't think Elder Knights even get that as an option.
They would at certain levels, they can pick it, because like they can choose one spell that's not Evocation or Abjuration, I think, every now and then.
Yeah, but he doesn't have it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he would.
Alright, what do you guys want to do next?
Did I get anything from the shield during the rest? Or?
All you guys are going to try to do the attunement thing. I'm going to tell you, you're going to get limited knowledge of it from such a short attunement rest. If you take a long attunement rest, I'll give you more information. But with just a short one, you'll get limited information.
Yeah. Oh, okay, well, we'll wait too a long way. So our main thing, guys, we're just trying hole here, or this little hole here.
That's just a crack in
It
the
was
ground.
up here.
The crack is back here.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes.
We still have
And
Sylvia.
that's the only way.
Pardon?
I'm just making sure you're still there. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm still here. I was just waiting for them to do their thing. I'm just admiring my freedom now.
You know, I've got a spell that'll blow a hole in it if you want. Let's try that. But whatever.
You know, caves and explosions, not the best bedfellows.
You mean it would be causing destruction and chaos, perhaps? He's
It
not.
would cave in and possibly kill us all.
Okay. So this is said hole over here.
Yep, you're seeing it.
So I'll go over and have a little look inside, and see whether or not a shatter would, cause a far enough opening, and it looks, whether or not it looks really dangerous to do it, or I'm just trying to work it out with a bit of instinct if it's all going to just come straight down on our heads, or if we could reinforce it some way.
All right, so as you guys are all kind of contemplating, look down this hole and kind of talk what you want to do, Therum just kind of walks up amongst you guys, kind of shoulders around everybody, says, "What the hell is wrong with you dwarves? What are you doing letting a human look at this shit?" He walks up here and says, "It's a freaking crack in the wall. What are you trying to figure out?"
I was going to cast a spell that'll blow it open a bit, and
Yeah, like a
friend back
typical
there was
human,
saying
just
it's
blow
really
shit up, right? Just blow shit up. We're only like 300 feet underground. That makes perfect sense. So as long as
oh, right, okay. It's ready.
it's like, oh shit, he starts running.
He says, dwarves got no sense of humour. No, come back. Is it? What do you reckon? Should I do it or not? Where'd he go?
Like, what is your goal here? What are you trying to do?
Well, I think we want to see if there's anything back here. Are you thin enough to get through that hole?
He kind of looks at you and he kind of sticks his head in here. He gets advantage on this. Oh, nice. He pulls his head back out. He says, "It's a freaking crack." Goes back about, I don't know, 30 feet or so. Comes to a point. Goes up about 10 feet tall. I don't see shit in there.
Is there a little cave on the other side, you reckon?
There's no cave. It's a crack. It goes back about 30 feet. Comes to a point.
Yeah.
Sticks his head back in there. Looks up. Looks down. Says, "That's not a way out. If that's what you're looking for."
Okay, cool. No, that's all right. All right, let's go tell the others then. So I just let him know that doesn't look like a way out.
The room just kind of chuckles as he walks back out. Yeah, stupid humans.
Was there something hidden back there, maybe?
Look, if you really, 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 really like, I could get back there. I do have a way of getting back there.
Oh man, I mean, I'm not gonna force you to do anything you don't want to do.
So, friend dwarf, right at the end, was there a big... If I was to be able to materialize up that end, would there be enough room for me at that end? Or is it just a point of nothing, like just tiny?
You're talking to Thyroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Room would share that. Says, I don't know what to tell you. It's about 3 or 4 feet wide at the widest point. Comes down to a point.
Yeah.
It's a nice little cozy spot if you want to take a nap in there. It's your call if you want to go in there, but I don't see a need to go in there.
Okay. All right. So you'd have to crawl in if you're going to go in, or I could misstep in, right?
It'd be a tight fit. You have to squeeze in there.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it's good to explore all the options, but I'm in my armor, so he looks at the dwarf and he says, "Did you want to see if there was anything in there, just to make sure there's no like levers or anything weird or wonderful we've missed?"
He'll look at you, kind of. You're asking me to go in that freaking hole.
Yeah.
Kind of look
The birds
around.
are better at it than us.
Yeah, and you can see any danger. But look, I'll give you a little rope if there's any problems. Put it around your waist, pull you out, or I can lightning lure you out. It's all right. Go.
None of that magic shit.
Okay.
I seen a good yard. Looks over at Sylvia's black arm with the 2 good fingernails. So, what about the rest of it? You guys really want me to crawl inside this hole?
I nod.
Yeah, of course the elf's going to agree with you.
I don't really care, but if you don't do it, they'll make me do it.
We could... Rigby says, let's just see how many elves we can shove into the hole.
Ah, that's a good idea. They're a lot skinnier than us.
Yeah, but we're so tall.
All right, so if you're trying to talk...
Not if you go in horizontally.
Yeah, I'll try and talk him into it.
Okay, give me a
You
persuasion.
know them. Okay, here we go. Right, that's something I'm all right. Persuade time.
Okay,
Yeah, try and tell him, there might be something there we've missed. Of course, there might not be.
Persuasion versus insight. Oh yeah, you're real good at that. I can see.
Yeah!
really
Look at...
Are you kidding me? It's a tie. You know what I say about
So
ties?
yeah.
Defenders win
Defenders
ties.
tie wins.
Yeah.
He looks
That's
over to
like
you for
we-
a second, Dirk, as you're kind of trying to talk him to go in there, and says, "If you want to go in there so bad, you can go yourself. I don't want to waste my freaking time." It's just a hole in the wall.
Okay.
Kind of walks off.
Yeah. Okay, he says, "Well, I'll never send a dwarf to do what." So he takes off his armor and starts to get ready.
So you're taking off all your armor, leaving your shield.
Yeah. Will I need to get in that hole?
Let's put it this way: if you get in there and get stuck with your armor on, well, I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. All right. So what I'm thinking is in this room in here, if I can hook onto it, I can lightning lure. If it's heavy, it'll lightning lure me out rather than it in. So I'll go, righto, let's have a look. Take the stuff off and have a little crawl in then.
Okay.
But I've got my gear off and I'll walk in and I've just got a little light spell so I can check out what's going on.
Okay, so it's definitely a tight fit in there. So, and
Yeah.
out of character lingo, that means it's disadvantage on pretty much anything you try while you're in there because it's very, very tight and your armor's kind of clinging and clanging as you're going through there. So
Yeah.
give me a perception check if you're looking for something.
I'll just have a little look. And at least I can say it's something I was supposed to do. Okay. And perception.
Nice. All right, so you're kind of working your way in there and looking around and a tight fit and your toes are kind of cramped and can't really move too good. You look all around and you don't see shit. Looks like it's
that's
a
what
dead
I
end.
thought. Okay, then I'll just slowly back out.
How long has Sylvia been gone?
I'm still here. I'm just waiting for you guys to do your thing.
Ugh.
Well, yeah, because Sylvia
I'll
was
just
going
come
to head
back
there,
and
wasn't she? I apologize, Sylvia. You were going to head in there,
I
weren't
was. I was, but apparently Dirks beat me to it.
you? I'm sorry.
Oh no! If the girl was going in,
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Sylvia, there's not shit in there, so...
Sylvia's just like sort of like trying to contain Daisy in the pouch, figuring out the best way to do that.
Okay, what's it, guys?
So I just now noticed we
It was
lost.
worth a try.
We lost JJ. JJ, you there?
Yep.
That was a yes. JJ.
That was Hilton.
Okay. Well, he hasn't said much since he's been here, so I was kind of wondering what was going on. That's fine. Keep going, guys.
I guess, and Sylvia sort of says, well, if we can't go forward, we might as well go back.
Wow, that's profound.
Yeah, pretty freaking profound, what Therum says. He starts walking down the hallway. Stupid humans.
Yeah, I'm an elf.
Gorak's going to kind of look around with his hands on his hips. Alright, so what are we doing here, guys? There's something else in here worth sticking around for, or are we heading back? What do you guys want to do here?
Oh, there's a little bit of treasure down in that hole where I was, but coins. You'd have to go swimming in a quagmire to get it.
Gorak doesn't seem too
I
interested
think we're
in
good
that.
here.
Did we check out this room over here?
I know my answer is. Anyone remember going in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Did.
I'll just have a quick look around and see if I can see any like secret doors and stuff like that in any of the rooms that are available. Quickly poke my head around, and if I can't, then I'll say,
Yeah, so I'm gonna,
Okay,
everybody
that's
give me
easy.
an investigation check at advantage if you guys want to do one final sweep of this entire room. Otherwise, if it's just one
Sure.
for
Why
the Dirk, he can do that as well. Those are some awesome investigation rolls, guys.
We just really don't like this place.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, I have no interest here.
So what's the best one? A 13? Is a 13 the best roll?
16.
14, I think.
The last one it was 16, so that's the best roll.
Yeah, but that's with advantage. Yeah, I said with advantage, didn't I? Yeah,
Yeah.
16. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me peruse through this, see if there's anything you can get with a 16. That I didn't already share with you guys. You guys already found you guys already found the journal in there, right? We talked about, that's where I had like the guy that kind of talked about the trap door being where the trash went. I think you guys found that last session. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so that's
The
not-
journal, yes.
You saw the words on the wall in here that no one could read because no one could speak that. Oh, you got two new guys. Let's see what they can speak. I didn't roll for them, but let me see what they can speak to see if you guys lucked out here. He can speak what? Nope. He can't read it. How about him? Ah! You lucked out. Finally. Tharoom walks into the room and he's like, what's all this goblin gibberish on the walls over here? He proceeds to kind of look around the wall and read them all a little bit and read them to himself. And it's got a bunch of weird freaking terms all over the wall here. This here says death happy. This one here says furry muffin. This one says stinky flower. Squishy stone. Smoking water. What the hell is all that shit? Whatever.
Eats me.
Okay, what else? Oh, there's one more important thing you guys saw.
What's in this doorway? Anything? Or is that the magic door?
That would have been a barred door. I think you guys already kind of unlocked that or knocked them loose at some point because you guys did find the keys finally, right? You guys also found the keys, correct?
On a body, was it?
Yeah, there were keys in the rubble. In this
No,
hallway.
they were under the rubble, yeah, that's it.
Yep. Okay. Alright, you guys do fine. Let me just roll, see who randomly found this out. Since you guys are all old shit anyway, but you're helping each other out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, Fuha. actually found it. As he was kind of walking around this room over here, he noticed something underneath the rubble over here. It's like a makeshift bed over here moving around. And as you guys all take a closer look, you will see something kind of moving around underneath the rubble. But the gate is still up on that one, if you guys want to open that one up.
So it's underneath the rubble and we can't see it?
Correct. Fuha just would have noticed like the rubble kind of moving, like there was something underneath there.
Okay. I say, guys,
take a step back.
don't open the door yet. And I cast Mage Hand to sort of move some of the
Move some of the rubble out of the way.
yeah, to see if we can expose it.
All right.
Is that the poo slinger?
Right.
It's probably a monkey.
Yes, I want revenge.
All right. So as you start moving the rubble around, you see a tiny little dwarf start rummaging around on the floor around here, just running around like a little rat. Sylvia. Who else at the door? Who else looking in? Sylvia, Baron, and Trigby. Those three all.
Yes.
Roll me a perception. Those three.
Oh, you picked the wrong door watch, guys. Come on.
And Fuha?
Yeah, and Fuha. That's fine. Okay, so.
Wow. The first one's Trigby and the second one's Sylvia. Just by the way.
Okay, yeah, neither one of you guys saw it. Alright, so Baron and Fuha both notice that it's like a small little dwarf creature of some kind. It has no eyes, has no ears, and you can see it just kind of running around making weird noises. And Sylvia, give me a dexterity check. You see it reach down around behind him and then fling something at you. Give me a dexterity save.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What? A big wad of
The
basically a
poo
little
slinger.
wet turd just hits you right in the cheek from this little guy. And he can,
That's not very
he can
nice.
just kind of run around a little circle and kind of making weird noises, and every once in a while you see him reach in behind his pants by his butt and get ready to start fling something
Oh, man.
out towards the direction of where you guys are.
I shoot at him.
That's so freaking mean. I tell you what, go ahead and roll your hit. Oh, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, I just did.
Oh shit! So you see him run around, you smack him right in the back shoulder. You see him kind of fall down to the ground. He starts whimpering a little bit, but he's still alive. You see him looking around, but he doesn't have eyeballs, but he's looking around a little bit and sniffing. He's sniffing. And you see him reach down behind his back again, and he's got a big wad of shit in his hand, just holding it there.
It looks like he's going to launch.
Just try and put him out of his misery.
He's so mean to everything in here. Holy shit! You used to do that again at 20 that time?
Yeah.
Alright, you guys don't want to make anybody friends, do you? Alright, so he's sitting there holding that shit in his hand, and you fire another arrow right into his eye socket where his eyeball's not, and he falls dead to the ground. Shit kind of squished in his hand.
Oh.
Is the poo sugar slinger dead?
Yes, it's dead.
Oh.
Good.
Alright, so you guys have killed a shit slinger. Are you happy now?
I mean, it was a mercy killing, if anything. This poor thing has no eyes and is locked in a cage and throws shit for fun. It was a mercy killing.
I'm surprised you did that after you pleaded with everybody else not to kill the dwarves. Don't kill the dwarves.
I mean,
There might be
but they were dwarves, they weren't...
This might be an alignment change for you
Monsters.
now, you know? You might feel a little sorrow or something for your fellow dwarf there. Jeez. Alright, so other than that, you guys don't find anything new? You found the same thing you found in here before, a big pile of bones that were in here before, and all the other cages are either have dead things in it or nothing else in them.
Is this door locked?
That door would have been locked, yeah.
Does anybody have the key still, or am I gonna have to kick it in?
Someone had a key, as I recall.
I think I think Sylvia or Trigby had the key. So we'll unlock the door.
Okay. I guess I go inside and have a bit of a closer look at this now poor dead thing.
All right, give me an investigation.
That one. 4.
You start getting a little closer to it. All you smell is the very familiar aroma of dwarf shit all over the place, and that's about as close as you want to get with that.
You said there was rubble there? So is it like wood?
Yeah, bunch of looks like may have been part of like a bed or a dresser or some kind of furniture, but just bits and pieces of wood. There was an old looks like maybe some old tattered leather, maybe a bearskin rug at one point, something. But just a bunch of debris, bunch of pieces of wood.
I push some of it together and put the body on top of it and light the bunch of stuff on fire.
Damn.
And I tell everyone we should leave.
All right, so
I'm cremating it. I feel bad.
pile him up on the wood, kind of try to light the wood, and it lights real fast. It's dry, it's old, and it immediately starts to kind of burn. You can't really see much on the dwarf that's burning. I mean, it doesn't have any hair, it doesn't have any clothes. With a little bit of hair that's on him, it's starting to kind of burn a little bit and smell. And the entire room is going to start smelling really, really bad here.
Yeah, everybody, we're leaving. Let's go.
Yeah. Don't forget his 15 volumes of work, Pooh, and the 100 fancy uses of it.
And you guys will all recognize as you're leaving that this room is technically like the low level. You guys got to go up the stairs to get out of here. So smoke travels up.
Oh, God. Run! Is this a door?
No, it's an old table.
Ah, shit. Well, same thing.
Yeah.
But we pull that up against the doorway as we leave
Which doorway?
to try and... This one.
Oh,
So I'm trying to block the smoke so we don't have to breathe in burning shit the entire way up.
are you doing that, Baron?
Yeah.
All right. So everyone that's going to move, go and move yourself down the hallway. I'm assuming Baron's going to be the last one to put the door up. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'll come through last to pull up the table.
So along this hallway right here, just put you guys in order how you're going to be when you leave. Who's going to be in front? Who's going to be in back, middle, all that. I'll put Fuha and Warrock wherever you guys want. You just tell me. I just want to get a marching order.
Fuha will be up front. He's not terrible anymore. He's actually a lot more powerful than he used to be.
Okay. All right, if who else is going to be in the front, move him right here, please. And everyone else kind of fall in line wherever you want to be, as far as a marching order. Trigby, oh yeah, no one, Hendel's not here, so I'll do him. I'll put him at the back. Why not? All right, Baron, give me a wisdom check to see how you do with that.
Just a straight wisdom check?
Yep.
Okay. 15's not bad.
All right, so you're able to kind of set up against the wall. It's not exactly the right size, but it's got most of the hole blocked. But you do see that this doorway had a big arch at the top of it, and the door did not have an arch. So although you've got the door blocked, the high part of the ceiling is still going to have smoke kind of rolling through it.
Good thing I'm short.
All right, so go and fall in line where we're going to be in the marching order.
Hopefully somewhere up here.
All right, so
There.
right there in the middle where I can't see anybody. That's fine. All right, so where are you guys intending on going now?
Is there anywhere around here we haven't explored?
There was another passageway that we didn't go down.
Yeah, and as you guys are making your way in that direction, Warrock and Theron would have shared, the fact that, they've cleared out for the most part that hallway that basically had a bunch of stone blocking the way. back from where you guys came from, and beyond where that stone fell, is where you guys had the three-way split in the hallway, and you guys had discovered or gone down 2 of them at least.
I don't remember which ones. It was the left and the middle.
That's what
I think.
It was, yep.
So yeah, we haven't explored the right one yet.
Okay. So we'll keep you right there. We're still in that same marching order. Let me go find my notes about the other corridor. So you're going down the other corridor, see what's down there, correct?
I'm assuming we want to. Does anybody have objections?
I take that as no objections. Alright, so you went the left and you went the middle. Now you got the right tunnel you want to go back. So again, you toss and turn for another 200-300 feet going through these tunnels, and the smoke is definitely kind of rising up into the area where you guys are at, because as you guys are going up to this three-way, it's still trailing up behind you guys. You guys all get a little whiff of dwarf poo every once in a while, and it kind of radiates around the area. But you finally get to this little three-way split here, and you guys take the right tunnel. And I need the 3 that are in front. Give me a survival check. So one's for Baron, one's for Fuhal. No, one's for Fuhal, one's for...
Yeah, the first one's for me, the second one's for Fuhal.
Quarren, and somebody else is behind Quarren. I can't tell you who the 3 are.
It's Fuhal, Quarren, and Ban.
Okay. Quarren, you gonna make a survival check, or did I miss it?
I missed it.
Did we lose Quarren?
Yes.
Quarren,
Quarren
hello.
sounds like a little girl now. Alright, anyway, that 15 survival check.
I think that's on Dinamaya's end. Or Hilton's, rather.
Okay. Oh, you actually went down the right tunnel last time. It's the middle one you haven't been down.
Okay.
So this tunnel leads to more sections of the mine. You pass by several rooms. Nothing of real importance in there. It's mostly in shambles. Looks like some have been more recently excavated, like more fresh markings where boulders have been kind of neatly stacked up along the sides, and some reinforcements put on portions of the ceiling and the walls. But you do manage to find a few comfortably furnished living quarters. And other than that, it kind of comes to a dead end a couple spots to see a couple more rooms in shambles. But you find that one really nice furnished living quarters. Got several beds in there. Nothing of real value in there, but it looks like this area's been kept in a little bit better shape than the other rooms.
Maybe of some import then, if it's been taken care of. I feel like I'm talking to myself. Is anyone else here?
No, I'm hearing you. So where would we like to go then?
We have travelled down the other path. You remember how there was the 3 forking paths?
Yep.
So we've gone down the middle one. We didn't see a whole heap. Like, it was mostly just rooms that were just generally ruined. But we found a well-furnished one. And I'm guessing that means it has some importance.
Should we go check it out?
Yes.
Alright. Morak and Tharum will stick with you guys for most of the part. Once you guys find this fine looking room in here, they'll take a look inside and says, okay, we're gonna head back to the main cavern here and hook up with some of the other dwarves again and make a few more patrols. You guys let us know if you need anything. Well, I guess technically if something happens, we'll hear a big rumble again. And Morak and Tharum will kind of exit away and head back towards the main room. Someone move them off to the side here just to kind of signify that. Do you guys want to investigate that the furnished room a little bit better?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think so.
Alright, so I want everybody to give me an investigation check. That's going to check out the room. Usul is distracted by the smell of shit for some reason.
Yeah.
So is Sylvia.
No, don't do no go. And so,
Well, bye to misclick.
Oh, you want to insight that room, right, Corn?
Yeah, I wanted to see if it was lying to me about the truth.
Wow.
Sides.
All right, so as you guys...
We're not the smartest bunch, are we?
All right, so as you guys take a closer look at this room, you'll find one really nice, really big bed. It's got like the drapes along each side of it, like it's almost something for like a king or a queen maybe sleeping in. And looks like it hasn't been slept in a few days. You also see a few other beds all along the perimeter of it. Looks like they haven't been slept in. You see a few bookcases, various types of books, all dwarvish in origin. But from, who got the highest one? Dirk and Baron. But you can tell this was basically a room of royalty at one point for these mines. And it looks like it has been lived in more recently. But that's about all you're going to get out of that investigation.
It's Fuha that rolled the 16. Baron got an 18.
Baron got an 18. Even with an 18, that's what you ended up getting.
Okay.
Do any of the dwarves recognize the titles of the book, or is there anything that sticks out?
Oh, the dwarf's going to take a closer look at all the books.
Sure. I'll look at the books.
All right. So give me another investigation, unless they're in dwarvish.
True to form.
yeah.
You start looking through it, you see some books on poetry, some science fiction type of stuff. Maybe you're not sure if it's true stories or not, but it sounds fake to you, and you quickly lose interest as you're reading through the books.
Yeah, lame. No, nothing with nudity. It's not worth my time.
Hairy dwarven women.
No dwarf dames 5?
Dwarf Dame 5. No. I think this is before, I'm trying to come up with a dwarven author on the top of my head, but it's not working.
Dirk Hardstone?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that works. Or it should be a rock hard.
Okay, this conversation's gone downhill real quick over here.
Yes, yes it
You guys
is.
spend the next 5-10 minutes here, and for the most part, you can tell there's nothing of any kind of value, nothing of interest here. It looks like it was just a place where someone of royalty or someone of higher up could have used it as a sleeping quarters.
I feel around under all the mattresses, because that's where I keep my money, so I'm sure it's where they keep their money.
I did hear that's where famous and rich people keep their money.
Okay, you start kind of feeling around underneath the mattresses and the beds in there. You run your hand underneath on the mattress and you feel something kind of prick you in the side of the finger, and you do find a dagger underneath one of the mattresses.
Ow. Oh, who wants a dagger?
Well, Sylvia will take a dagger because I was borrowing what's his faces.
Okay.
Unless someone else wants it.
It's all good.
Nope. It's all yours. Have fun. Don't cut yourself.
Alright, so, Baron, since you're the one doing all the investigation in here, give me a Wiz 10 check.
Okay.
Hey, looky there. You finally got one a good roll. You gather from looking at these beds and the conditions of them that these beds are obviously a lot better or more recent put in here, and this will be a very good place to possibly take a rest. Much better than the infirmary with the old rotten beds where you guys were before.
How many beds are there?
There are 8 beds, 4 along each side of the room, along with the giant pristine bed right in the middle.
You know what, guys? We should take a nap. It's been like,
Yeah, especially if someone's exhausted.
did we last sleep? I don't remember anymore.
Let's do it and have a nice slap up meal, and it's all good.
Dibs on the big bed.
Yeah. Oh, wouldn't you let the lady sleep on the bed?
Rock, paper, scissors.
You're right.
That's fine, guys. You guys can share the big bed. Don't worry.
I didn't say anything about sharing.
Oh, Dirk just chuckles.
All right. So go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if we're gonna have a long rest, I'm gonna like really check over the stuff I tied to make sure Daisy's secure.
You're gonna check over stuff like how? What do you mean by that?
I'm gonna make sure, like, I'm gonna double check the knot I tied around her waist and her feet to make sure they hold. Because one of those strings is tied around my waist.
Okay, so let's put this in perspective. This Grimlock is tiny in nature, kind of like a little pixie, and you got this rope you're trying to wrap around this thing. It's gonna be hard for you to get a really good knot because the rope is about almost as big around as the Daisy is. So
can I like fray it and like ropes like twines that are strung together? Can I take off one of those twines or two of them and then like use that instead of the full rope?
Yeah, give me a wisdom check to see how you do on that.
Don't fail me now, guys.
We need Daisy.
You start kind of pulling some of the pieces apart, and oh yeah, I'm making good progress. And then as you pull a few more, the little strands you pulled off start popping, like they're not even holding any kind of strength in them. Not doing a very good job.
Ugh. Darn.
You want me to have a look at that?
If you want. I'd like give him the gist of what I'm trying to do.
I've got pretty nimble figures here.
Go for it.
Just a wisdom check again?
Yep. Come on, one. Oh. All right, so you watch Corn take the rope from you and kind of look at you a little strange at the frayed end that you worked on, and grabs the other end, starts pulling them apart, and he's able to make 2 or 3 little tiny ropes out of the one normal rope you've got there. He'll be able to make you enough little pieces that you think you can probably try to tie her up a little bit better if you want.
Great. Then I'm going to try and tie her up a little bit better. And that involves maybe binding the hands a little bit so she can't like scratch at the knots.
Okay.
I mean, I assume it's a she. Grimlocks can be whatever they want to be, I guess.
Well, you did call him
Did
Daisy.
you just assume that Grimlock's gender?
I did.
Yeah, so you're going to try to tie her hands together? Is that right?
Well, I have like 3 strands, right?
I'll say you got 4 of them.
4? Okay, so I'm going to use one strand to tie their hands together. 1 for the feet and 1 around the waist.
Okay.
And the one around the waist I'm going to sort of like attach to me. So it's like anchored onto my person.
Okay, so she's still going to be in the pouch though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because these strands are not really that long. They're probably about maybe 4 or 5 feet is the longest one you've got. So I'm just trying to help you visualize, if you're going to tie it to your waist, how far it's going to be before it's
well, I
you.
wouldn't like tie it to my waist. I'd tie it to like
Your belt, yeah.
If I have the pouch around my neck, I'd tie it to my belt. So like
Okay.
Daisy's kind of like hanging off my belt or around my neck on like a whatever.
Okay, and what's your wisdom modifier?
2.
Okay. What was the order? You said her hands, her feet, and
Hands
then her waist, right?
and waist. Yeah, unless there's a better order. Just kidding.
That's why I'm asking. You said hands, and then feet, and then waist, right?
Roger that.
Okay. Okay, I got myself a note here. All right, you seem to tie her up, and she still kind of struggles a little bit as you're tying her up, but she kind of looks at you with the big puppy dog eyes, like, "What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me?" But she doesn't fight you too much.
And then I give her a ration, or like some meat out of the ration kit. I assume Grimlocks eat meat, and they're not vegans.
Yeah, she'll hungrily take that and start. She'll dive back into the pouch and you don't see her anymore. You're assuming she's munching away on it, but you don't see her.
Great.
Right. Anybody else have a small
Maybe
pet they
you
want to try
could-
to find?
Maybe you could feed it. Maybe you can feed it one of your fingernails that fell out.
I wouldn't feed those to my worst enemy. How am I ever gonna get a manicure now?
I just begin attuning to my boots. I assume they need attunement.
Okay,
I just stare at my boots really, really hard.
Alright, so for theater of mind, we're going to stay on this map here. Maybe move these two guys out of the way here. Come off the room. Get out of the way.
I'll try and do my shield as well.
Let's assume this room where I'm pulling Warak and Tharum out of is the room you're in. Just kind of put yourself in whatever kind of position you want for taking your long rest.
I've got the bow in my lap while I'm meditating in a corner.
Who's taking watch, or is anybody taking a watch? This room
I
had
say
a
I can take watch after 4 hours.
okay, and this room had a door with a lock on it as well. It wasn't locked when you guys found it, but it has a actually working door on it as well.
Can we actually do the lock though, or is it like?
Yeah, it locks from the inside.
Okay, well then we'll just lock the door and who cares about watching, right?
I'll get up after 4 hours still. I only need 4 hours for a long rest.
Okay. So we're clear. Everyone's taking a long rest here, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll attune to my shield as well.
I'm trying to do the math in my head about what time it was. So it was 6 a.m. I say it took you another half an hour to get to here, look at everything. So you guys all went to sleep at 7 o'clock in the morning. When is it you guys sleeping during the day and partying all night? So 8 hours will pass.
We're in a cave. We don't know the difference.
Alright, so 8 hours
I'm rolling
pass.
for how many dwarves die.
8 hours pass. Nothing seems to happen or disturb or wake you guys from your sleep. Sylvia, when you wake up, you'll see Daisy with her head sticking out the window, and out the pouch, and she's kind of looking at you, not moving, not going anywhere, but looking at you almost like she's, I don't know, maybe hungry, maybe wants to eat something. Not sure.
Oh, I say good Daisy, and I give her like a little head scratch, and it another piece of my ration kit.
And she dives back inside the pouch. So, it's a full long rest. You guys get everything back, and exhaustion is all gone for you guys because you were not out in the cold anymore. So no more exhaustion.
Sorry, Brian, just for clarification, we don't need to keep track of spell slots for the lower level spells, only when we get to, say, 7, 8, or 9 eventually.
You don't have to, yeah, correct. Just 6, 7, 8, and 9. You can only cast whatever your maximum number is for that spell slot. But you still subtract the point value of the first level through whatever, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All right. Everybody else clear on that?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so you guys wake up to a new day, or a new afternoon, new evening. So 8 hours from 7 o'clock would put it at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My math is right. What do you guys
Seems
think?
right. Did I get anything from my boots?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Or are they just boots?
Everyone's doing the attunement thing for a full rest, so hold on a second. Let me unlock
Yes.
all these here. I'm assuming everybody was doing that, correct? Now that I say
Yeah.
that, sure you're going to say that.
I don't have anything. I don't think I have anything to attune with.
Okay, it's going to give me a second, guys. I got to start going through every one of these and open them up and share them with you. Let's just start with Baron first. You're attuning to what, Baron? Because you had several things, as I recall.
The boots.
The boots. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
and I have a 4th level spell slot, but I don't know what it does because obviously I'm not a magic user.
okay, I'm adding it to the detail of the magic loot, so you should be able to read it. But I'm also going to read it to you as well.
Okay.
As you attune to these things, again, you get to the sense of this wind or something around these boots through the course of the night as you keep kind of having dreams about running fast or running through the wind, something like that. But these, in the morning you wake up, these are boots of the wind. They do require attunement. While you wear these boots, your normal walking speed increases by 5 feet, or 10 more for a dash. In addition, you can jump 3 times the normal distance.
Oh shit!
Nice.
That's a lot for me, considering I can jump like 25 feet already.
Right. 3 times your normal distance. So if that was like an enhanced distance, that doesn't count. It's not triple your enhanced distance. It's triple your normal distance.
It's just the distance I can cover has increased by feet equal to my strength modifier. It's a feature of my class.
Right. Okay. All right, so there's that one. Okay, who else was attuning for a full rest
Dick.
here?
I have my
Dick
bow.
did on you. And there's a bow, yeah. Did the bow first.
Corn, you said the bow?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to add it to the description portion in your magic loot so you'll be able to read this, but I'll read it off to you as well. Just 1 second. Except yours had a language on it that you didn't understand, correct?
Yeah.
There's
I was
something-
able to learn the language I think it was, but I don't know. I can't translate it.
Alright, so I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that with attunement. Will you learn that or not? Or do you need to be able to... screw it. Okay. You're able to figure out... You're not sure what language it is, but you have a dream with this demonic-looking thing kind of saying the same thing to you over and over again. And you see this bow kind of floating in the distance behind it in total pitch black darkness. Kind of radiates some kind of a dark magic about it. And you see as the demonic creature, whatever it is, kind of turns around and points at it, saying this word over and over again. And you see just like the bow being drawn by nobody in particular and getting shot. And you see this black kind of trailing mist or magic coming off of it as it shoots off into the darkness. This is an elemental bow. +2. Harnesses the power of the elemental planes. Upon uttering the magic words written upon it, which the demonic guy was saying over and over again, any area you place into it adds 1d10 additional necrotic damage on a hit. Has certain magic words you have to say it, just like everything else. This bow has 5 charges. Regains 1d4 plus 1 charges each day at dawn. And just like before, if you use the last charge on it, you roll d20 on a 1, something else happens.
Sweet.
Alright, so that's now in your description for that item as well. Okay, who's next? Usul?
The sheep.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Dirk? The shield?
Yeah, the shield, I mean, but if other people have got...
No, you spoke up, so I'll go on yours next. Look at you, you lucky bastard. You got yourself a +2 shield. No other magic items, but it is a +2 shield. And I'll add this to the description of it.
So my armor class goes up. All right.
Oh, there is one other thing on this. So as you're attuning this during the night, first thing that comes to you, this is a very finely crafted shield. I'm not sure if it's elven in nature, dwarven in nature, but it's just a very, very fine alloy metal this thing's made out of. As you're kind of getting attuned to stuff, you can feel the straps in the shield and everything. But as the morning dawn, when you're about to wake up for your long rest, you feel the straps within the shield kind of tighten on your arm on the shield. And as you wake up, you're trying to figure out if you can get your hand out of the shield, and you cannot figure out what happened. The whole inside of the shield has kind of formed the metal around your hand and around your forearm. This thing is not coming off of you.
Oh, fantastic. All right, so left hand, is that going to be, is it a medium shield, small shield?
It's a normal size shield. Yep. It's a +2 shield.
Yep. Yeah, wow. Okay, thank you.
And as you stand up for the first time, you realize how freaking heavy this thing is. This thing has a weight of 50 pounds.
Whoa!
And your speed is now reduced by 5.
Okay, done. Holy moly.
Daddy.
Is that what it says?
Your shield is talking to you. Daddy.
What would you like for this lunch?
Alright, so let me add that extra part in there.
Wow, 50 pounds. Okay.
That is a heavy shield.
That is one heavy shield.
Hey, it's a +2
Oh,
shield.
sorry, put 800. Oh my
But
god.
you have like what +40 or AC for that? Damn.
Yeah, so now I've got 20, I think. That's even with the other. So the armor patched up, I'll be pretty good.
Okay, Sylvia, did you have anything?
I do not think I had anything.
Oh, you got the boat from
'cause-
before, right?
Yeah, but I think, didn't I find out everything about that?
Yeah, you
I
did.
found out the words, yeah.
You did. Is
I have
Usul?
another magic bow now if someone wants the one I'm not using anymore.
Too bad Endon's not there. Endon would have said something to you at some point that you got one too many bows.
Does it
I remember
require
using
attunement?
that. It does require attunement.
Nah. I'm good.
What are you saying there, Usul? Usul, did you attune to that harp a little bit longer? Did we lose Usul in Discord?
Sure, let's have a look.
I see him in Roll20, but I don't hear him on Discord. Usul, do you hear us? Type in Roll20.
He's still in the...
He's in the chat now.
Yeah.
Usul. Daddy. He says he hears us. All right, Usul, if you can hear me, I'm going to go ahead and read off. I'm assuming you attuned to that harp, correct? Go ahead and type that in there if you were. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so I'll read it to you, and I'll also add it to the description of it, so you know I'll be able to read the full description of it. This harp, if you start basically sleeping with your harp, kind of rubbing, caressing it as you're dreaming about the sweet nothings, whatever it is, you kind of watch as one of the leaves that you took off regrows and has another rune upon it. And as you kind of fall off into sleep, deep slumber, you start having dreams about these runes kind of bouncing through your head about what exactly they mean. And they start making more sense to you, like the runes kind of turn into specific animals. The animals turn into like a scroll, and the scroll turns into like a spell book. And it's like you're reading the pages of what all these different things it can do. And so basically, every day at dawn, this thing regrows 1d6 plus 4 leaves. Those are the charges upon that thing. And as you pluck one of the leaves, the harp will always kind of levitate and start playing some kind of melody, and has a series of different spells you can actually run with this. And I'll read them off to you. Most of them are standard spells: Animal Friendship, Animal Messenger, Conjure Animals, Conjure Woodland Beings, Find Steed, Speak with Animals, Speak with Plants, and once per day you can pluck 4 of the leaves to do what's called a concert. When you do this action, the harp plays a soft melody for about an hour. Any creatures taking a short rest within hearing distance, about 100 feet, for the full duration may roll an additional hit dice of hit point equal to half their level. Okay.
All right.
Can
you guys hear me now?
Oh, we can hear you. And that does require attunement. Ooh, I forgot about that. Are you proficient in performance?
Absolutely not. I'm a ugly motherfucker.
All right, so you understand how it works. However, you're not able to wield its magic. This requires attunement by a bard or someone proficient in performance or nature. Oh, or nature. Are you proficient in nature?
I most... well...
I most certainly think I am. I don't know if he's just still looking it up or he...
I'm looking it up,
okay.
Sorry, yeah. Boy, I don't know where that says it.
On the very front character sheet.
It does.
The skills, it'll be
Yeah, I've got
proficient or not.
nature is a 0.
Do you have a
So I assume
check?
I'm not.
Do you have a check in it?
No
nope.
check.
You're not proficient in it. So unfortunately, you know what it is, but you can't wield it.
Okay. Man,
You
I
want
was
this,
saying
bud?
some funny stuff in there too. I wonder how long I haven't been able to say anything.
I haven't heard you in a
I was
while.
wondering why nobody laughed.
No one likes your jokes.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, man, maybe this is the wrong place for me.
Tough crowd tonight.
Just like real life. Gosh, I play games to escape, guys. Come on.
Right?
All right, so I'm gonna move those magic items to the identified section.
Fuha has a Morning Star as well.
Oh.
That I think he would like to attune to.
Corin has these gems, but I'm not sure if I can attune to both of them or like identify them.
No, just one per long rest, unless you want to use an identify spell. All right, so we'll do Fuha's as well. Where was his? The Morning Star. Okay. Okay, make sure there's not a curse on this one. Nope, there's not a curse on this one, so I'll just copy and paste it into the general description so you guys can all see it because it's a long one. And I'll try to paraphrase what I just pasted in here. Alright, so this is called the Star of the Morning Beast. Morning Beast meaning M-O-U-R-N, not morning like the morning sun. Morning Star consists of a spiked ball and a handle with shapes of animal prints and various runes. And when you swing this weapon, it channels the spirit of an animal. You become charmed by it. Until the channeling ends, you must use your action to attack or lose the channeling benefits. This channeling lasts up to 1 minute or until the wielder falls unconscious. At the start of your turn, you make a wisdom saving throw with a DC equal to 15 minus half your level. On a fail, the channeling ends. On success, the Morning Star becomes a plus X weapon, where X equals the number of saves during the channeling. You got to max up to +3 with this weapon. The Morning Star reverts back to a normal weapon at the end of the channeling. Also, every day at dawn, the prints change shape to that of another animal. Each animal type grants a specific bonus while channeling. It's got bear, eagle, wyvern, bull, panther, and wolf. Different things for advantage on one of your abilities. The bear gives additional temporary hit points. Eagle gives you the guidance cantrip. The wyvern makes you immune to poison. The bull makes you immune to stun. The panther makes you ignore difficult terrain. And the wolf grants pack tactics to allies next to you. This is a rare item and it requires attunement. Did you guys catch all that?
Yes.
So Fuha's got, in my opinion, a pretty badass weapon right now.
That's pretty good.
So I'm okay with anybody wants to steal that since Fuha is a NPC. Usul, did we lose you in Discord again?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I was I was trying to figure out who the bard was. I was looking to trade, but
Trigby is the bard.
Yeah. Yeah, Trigby's a bard, but he's sort of going to be an NPC, or not part of the main story soon, I guess.
Yeah, he's an NPC. Once you take on full role of Sylvia, he'll only come back in if we have someone else who wants to take his place.
what did you get in the magical things? I didn't know if you might like to trade.
Trigby has a shield.
Not that 50-pound shield, right?
No.
I've got that one. I've got the
He'd be
lead
happy to
weight.
trade with you.
They could take it off.
Pipes of the Tempest. I think that's the
I
only other
have,
magic item he
I
has.
can give you this bow of slumber if you want that, or peaceful slumber.
Somewhere
Most fun
you
weapon that
hear
can do.
somewhere in the distance you hear Indon crying. As you
Get
say that, Gordon.
out of here.
Okay, what else did we get here? Oh yeah, the Morning Star. Put that up here.
Yeah,
Do you want the bow?
Yeah, that bow would be great. Do you want this? Obviously I can't do much with the this harp, so not sure what to do with it.
Like I said, it's got to be a bard or someone that has that's proficient in performance or nature.
Yeah,
Wait
I
a
don't
minute.
either of that either, but I mean, I'm not gonna use this bow either way, so I just got a new one. So you can have this one.
I'll
So
take that bow.
Proficient would mean you have a check mark next to it, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, none of those, unfortunately. If it was animal handling, I got it.
Mommy wants to
It's
tell
survival,
you
I have that.
20 minutes. Uh,
Maybe I can sell
Eric,
it
your
when I
shield
get to
starts talking to you
town.
again, saying something about mommy needs something.
I know
No, I had
we
to-
can go to like a research place and like learn to become proficient or something, I believe, but
All right, did I miss anybody
you
else?
obviously can't do that in a cave.
I think we've got everything.
I think so.
All right, so you got some new shinies in your possession now.
Woohoo!
So I guess between now and next session, you guys can add those to your inventory and figure out how to make them work with your character sheets, or I can help you with that. All right, what do you guys want to do next?
Well,
Um,
I guess keep going back. I mean, we rested
Yeah, we-
long enough here.
We're gonna find our way out somehow.
So why did we come in here in the first place? Was there a reason we...
Sleep.
Okay,
Well-
good enough.
we're actually meant to be going somewhere else.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we were kind of on our way somewhere, and then we stumbled across this.
Excellent.
Yeah, as I recall, you guys
And
just
then
found
there
the
was-
secret door at the back of the alchemy lab, and that's what made you start going this direction. Correct?
Yeah, it was kind of like going down a rabbit hole into we had no idea what until we were down it.
It was definitely a rabbit hole because I improvised a shitload of stuff.
Wow.
All right, so if you guys just hang out there like you're trying to figure out your new stuff and being all enamored by it, Warwick will eventually come back and says, "All right, you lazy asses, it's time to get up and why don't you get some freaking work done around here?" Says Tharoom's been working on those freaking cloaks that Tegan was going to put together, and I think a couple of the dwarves were trying to make something like what Tegan had on his arm as well for Endon. As far as Endon, I haven't seen him since hell last night sometime, but he was looking kind of ragged.
Okay.
Warwick's going to turn around and leave. Bunch of lazy bastards.
Jake asks, is there anyone who can fix armor? Just by the by.
I can.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, when we get a bit of time, I'll let you, just, if you don't mind, fix this armor up. It's, it got done by that black oozy thing.
Got the big acid scorch in it, yeah.
Yeah, the hole that says hit here, that's never a good sign, right?
Alright, so what do you guys do next?
Brian, what's the damage die for just the Morning Star so I can add it to Fuha's thing?
Oh, did I have it on there? I think it was a D8. Be like a normal mace. Whatever a mace is. I think it's a D8.
A mace is a D6.
Is it?
Yeah.
Was it? Well, no, there is a Morning Star in the player's handbook, isn't there?
Morning Star, yes there is. 1d8 piercing.
Okay, alright, so I was right. I just couldn't remember Morning Star was in there or not. So 1D8.
Okay. And it can be magical, but it's not until he starts channeling.
Trigby says, let's go look at that boulder pile that we walked away from.
Yeah, that was the pile that Warwick and the other guys pretty much knocked and took down when they came back and found you in this room where you guys, the experimentation room where all the crazy ass shit throwing things were. So that pile's already been cleaned up. So let me help you guys out here a little bit. This area is pretty much being under construction, being under cleanup by all the dwarven guys. Most of the guys have kind of recovered to a point where they're starting to kind of do a better job of cleaning up and excavating other areas out there. They're going to ask you guys if you want to help them kind of clean up, do some other stuff. There's some odds and ends things that everybody's working on. Like I said, Work already mentioned that Tharoom was working on those cloaks that Tegan was wanting to make out of the winter wolf hides. Gotti and whatever the other dwarf's name was were in the Great Iron Forge that they found in lower levels. That should interest you a little bit, Baron. And that's where they were.
Yes, it does.
That's where they were trying to make something to replace Endon's missing hand, similar to what Tegan had before.
I do want to go check that out, and I'll probably take Dirk with me since he has his big acid scorch on his armor. See if I can do anything about that.
Okay.
At some point, if the party doesn't want to move on, like, because we do have something else that we need to do.
Okay. All right.
Jodell hasn't rung me yet, so I think we're not in too big of a hurry.
Jodell hasn't what? I'm sorry?
Rung me with one of the ascending pebbles.
Ah, right. Yep, he hasn't contacted you yet. That's correct. And I forgot an important thing, so let me go back and do this. When Warwick would have come in, he also would have shared with you specifically, Corn. He says, Corn, how do you spell your name?
With a Q.
Okay, I figured that much out, but what comes after that? Is it Q-O-R-N?
Q-U-A-R.
Okay. You haven't been, like, writing... well, you obviously know how to spell your name. Someone wrote your name on the wall of that, the study where Tegan fell, but it's spelled Q-O-R-N. I assumed it must have been you, but now that you told me how you spell it, it couldn't have been you. But we just thought that was kind of odd. Whatever the things were in that study are gone now. We've been in there a couple of times, and some of the dwarves were taking a closer look at that freaking little tree thing. No one wants to touch it after what happened the last time, but seems like the danger is left. It's clear, whatever. And like I said, I got that weird writing on the wall. It's a misspell of your name.
Did it look like goblin writing?
It looked like chicken scratch to me, if you ask me. Very crude.
Could have been goblins then. I have killed a lot of them.
Did you tell the goblins your name? Are you that famous?
I don't know what goblins say to each other.
Alright, well, whatever.
I mean, I can assume some sons are probably trying to get revenge for their fathers, but...
Somebody from the dead?
I don't know what you guys are talking about now.
Could be somebody.
So anyway, if you want to take a look at it, like I said, it's in the study. We left it there. No one's cleaned it off yet. But it's kind of freaking creepy. But anyway, I just thought I'd let you know. That was kind of an odd coincidence. Maybe it had nothing to do with your name.
Eerie. I'll check it out. That's something that we probably shouldn't just ignore.
It's like that other room where they had all the other names around as well. Yeah, it's like they put down the names of their and hope something comes and gets it.
Trigby says, that seems like a plenty great thing we can ignore. I think there's a path right out of here.
Listen, you didn't have one of your greatest companions die in the same room. I mean, I don't know what beliefs you have, but there could be something stranger afoot here.
Tell me a bit more about that strange tree. What's it about?
Well, there was this brainish tree thing that we didn't really take kindly to, so we just kind of shot arrows at it.
No, you're talking about the thing that's back in the room we just came from, right? Corn. Okay, Smiles. Dirk, were you referring to the thing back in the room where you guys just were? Were you referring to that?
They were talking about a weird tree that I think the guy that came in at Glerak was talking about it, and I hadn't heard about it. So
right. I mean, technically, Dirk would have known about that. You weren't here for that session, but it was in the study. There was a small little bush, small little tree, whatever, in the corner, and as soon as Teague had touched it, a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes later, everyone in that room, pretty much Teague, was first attacked by these invisible stalkers, these invisible ghost-like things, and Teague ended up dying. That's also the exact same time when Kirill became McTraderface, and I think he actually took down Corrin, right? Because you guys are all real low on the hit points, and I think he knocked you out, and that's when almost everybody died again.
So the tree's like got a very bad.
It has something going on with it, and the fact that we got attacked by like almost ghosts in this room, I'm not really sure exactly. I mean, I don't understand magic, but it seems like I should at least check it out.
Yeah. Well, Dectus as well. Look, you know, harp's got leaves, leaves got leaves, trees got leaves.
Sylvia says lead the way.
Yeah, let's go and have a look at this thing.
All right, I'll lead us down there.
So you guys want to head back to the main courtroom where the big battle was? Is that correct?
Yep.
All right, so I'll switch you guys back to that map. I think I've got everybody in there already. 1 second, I'll do a shift click, get you guys all in the right spot because this map is huge. There we go, right back into here. Now, if you're not in there, let me know because you guys are all clustered together. Like I may not have Dirk in there, I don't think.
Yeah, Dirk's just in the darkness.
All right, 1 second, I'll drop Dirk in there. Where did I put you, Dirk? Damn, where did I put Dirk's character sheet?
He's under...
Oh, it's under interns. That's why I
interns. Yeah.
There you go. How about now?
Yeah, yeah. You just have to give me some vision because...
Oh, he doesn't have... Oh, because he's human.
He's a human.
Well, someone's going to have to give you a light spell, unless you have that as a cantrip.
Yeah, I've got it myself, so I'll just cast it.
Okay.
Man, it's dark in here. Oh, there it is.
Okay. So everybody else in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it's not relevant that Daisy's not in there. That's fine.
She's in your pocket.
Rip.
Here, let me drop her in here. I made a
Okay.
thing for her. There we go.
Daisy.
She's so pretty.
she's Daisy the cleaning lazy. She doesn't do anything.
All right, so this is this is where you guys found the secret door along this back panel over here. That's where you guys came back in through that doorway. And for those of you who don't remember, the study was down here in this room. The room you guys are standing in right now is like the, lack of a better term, an alchemy lab. This is where you guys saw like different empty potions, and a couple of those globes and stuff, which I think, Lucille, you took possession of some of those, correct?
Yes.
All right, so what do you guys want to do here?
Well,
Are we
go
going into that
back
room?
where it was written.
Trigvy's gonna say, I'm not going into that room. I'll wait outside.
Scaredy cat.
Go with you.
Oh, here, Sylvie, let me drop your,
Nothing
your
bad.
new icon in
Oh,
there.
wait.
Okay, I mean, I was fine with the old one for this, but your choice.
As soon as I find you. What's that? Did you just change your name? I go down to your character sheet and it says, but the fourth is a good something.
Oh, oops.
Anyways,
Oops, indeed.
there you are. But yeah, I look at it and it says, but the fourth, like you pasted some kind of sentence in there or something. I don't know what you did.
Sorry, I was telling my friend about House of Cards.
Okay. Anyway, there you are. All right, so you guys, your intention is to go into this room here. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah, the death room.
Okay. Who wants to go in first?
I'll go in.
No, I better stay you.
I'm lowering everybody here. And it's my cause.
I'll be a step behind Quarren.
The corner is technically, it's this room over here, remember?
To the left,
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was inside that room.
Just can't go inside it.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I'll have,
I don't
I'll have to
think-
move you through there. That's why I'm asking who's going to go in first. There. You don't have to worry. There's nothing going to attack you. I'll put you in there. You can trust me. I'm a good DM.
And I follow him in.
You're a good DM. I don't know if I trust you though.
I'll wait. I'll wait for the 2 seconds of the last dragon,
Yeah, I wait for screams.
and I'll hear them saying, "Oh my god, it's so good."
No one else is going in right now?
Yeah, I'll go in as well.
I guess technically, as I recall, I think last time you guys basically broke the door here anyway, so It can't be like closed anymore. I think it was cracked open when you guys first went in there. All right, so this room is pretty much like you saw it before. Right here is where the blood stain of where Tegid fell. The floor's been somewhat cleaned up because it's really close to where the tree is. Right? No, actually, the tree's right here. The little bush thing is right there. But first thing you see when you walk in, Quarren, you will see along this bookcase, right where Baron's just walking up to, you can see the big letters QORN kind of written at a 45-degree angle across to the bookcases there, and very crude looking, almost like it's been written in blood. And you'll see, did you notice, how can I word this without saying what it is? Who out here noticed some kind of a trail heading up the wall and into the ceiling?
I did.
Okay, that's you, Baron?
I actually noticed that as well.
I told the others about it, but I was the only one I think who actually saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, once he told us about it, I was keeping an eye on it on the hallway.
Okay. So as you were kind of looking at the letters, you can see the trail of going into it and coming out of it, almost like it's in cursive, but not really. Of that same trail that goes up along the ceiling, and all around the bookcases over here. I mean, all the bookcases have that same trail kind of going all around them.
Is that ectoplasm from Ghost?
This is Ghostbusters.
Is it still wet? You said it was looked like blood, so is it wet?
You gonna touch it?
Yeah, I'll touch it.
I love putting questions like that out there. Yeah, it's dry. It's dry to the touch now.
Okay. Not fresh.
Well, you guys did take a long rest.
We did take a solid nap, so yeah.
Well, I'll just start investigating around the room a bit and being like, Tegid, are you there?
You're calling for Tegid?
Yep.
All right, give me an investigation, Quarren.
Tegid, I know you're here, man.
Okay, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna roll this with a 1 now. Alright, you start looking around and you just keep looking back at the letters over there, asking like, who the hell can't spell my freaking name? What? Like you're distracted by that. It's like bugging the piss out of you. You like lose track of what you're actually looking for. You keep getting thinking like, who the hell can't spell my freaking name? I'm so sick of that. It's happened all my life. No one can ever spell my freaking name. But you don't see shit. You're just too pissed off about your name right now to even look for anything.
Bringing back childhood memories of 2nd grade, damn you!
Alright, so since you were yelling out Tegid's name, give me a perception check as well.
Okay.
This is a low DC, don't screw it up.
I don't know, 8.
We screwed it up.
It's bad.
Alright, so you keep glancing back at that freaking name. It's just bugging the piss out of you. And you look at the bookcase in front of you, you look at the name.
I actually
You look at the back of the bookcase
again.
again, you notice... You could have swore like one of those books is not in the same place it was when you looked a second ago.
Alright, I throw the book down, out of the bookcase. Aha! There you are, Tegid.
Give me another perception.
Oh god!
Shit.
Oh my god.
I'm just standing there looking at you like, what? What are you doing?
Baron, give me a perception check.
Don't you see and hear it?
What?
The stuff that's shifting around.
Perception. I was about to hit stealth. That's not the right one.
Oh, damn, look at you. Usul, or anybody else wanting to be in the room, or you guys still gonna wait outside?
Oh,
Waiting outside.
Okay.
Sounds like I
Okay.
should be in there.
Yeah.
Who should be in there?
I can't get Dick. Dick can't actually get in the room.
Yeah, I'll put you in there, that's
Wait.
why I'm asking.
You can hear Quarren running around and screaming Tegid's name.
Alright, so you see Quarren going back and forth looking at his freaking name like he's losing his concentration, and you see a couple of the books kind of moving like something's behind it, running right in front of Tegid. I'm sorry, right in front of Quarren. And Quarren, you finally, you don't see it, but one of the books kind of comes out and hits you in the back of the head as you're looking back at your name. And now you don't have to roll. You turn back around, you look where the book came flying out of the bookcase, and you see, you're not sure what you see. It looks like some kind of tree root, something, and that's what it looks like. I don't know if you can see that in your screen now or not. Usul, you wanting in the room?
Yes, please.
Okay.
A foot with roots.
No.
I pick it up, I guess. Or I'll reach for it. I don't know if it'll let me pick it up.
You're gonna reach for it. It's in the back of the bookcase, kind of between a couple of books over here.
Yeah,
You
I
reach back in there and try to grab it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you reach your hand in there, the thing instinctively just kind of jumps and leaps onto your hand, and you feel as one of the roots kind of sticks itself into your hand, into your flesh, and you hear your name being called out. Quarren. Quarren. Quarren.
Who's there?
I'm sorry?
Who's there?
You just keep saying your name over and over again.
If you guys remember, we did leave his foot in the room.
We did. I'll rip the root out of my arm and I'll like stuff it in a bag. Like I'll bury this later. Maybe a teak will grow.
So you're gonna try to grab the thing and put it in your backpack? Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying? Okay,
I'm
so
trying to put it in like my sack.
right, it doesn't seem to be fighting you. It's like as you grab a hold of it, it almost like caresses your hand as you touch it. But as you pull the root out of your hand, you're gonna take 1 point of hit points of damage.
Okay.
As you pick it up, it doesn't really make an effort to try to get away or anything, and you kind of show it the back of your backpack, and it crawls right inside of it. And from this point, you got a really good look at it. It's like a rotten foot with like tree roots hanging out of it.
I don't
We
know.
need to burn it.
I don't know what this thing is, but it could be an abomination. We should probably
Looks
take
like
it
it.
to someone who knows about this stuff.
I gotta sign off, guys. I gotta head out.
Why?
Your shield's asking you why.
Yeah. I
Busted.
go to a concert, yeah.
All right, so we're only gonna go maybe another half hour or so. If you got to go, that's fine.
All right, guys. See you later. Thanks for letting me join.
Okay, thank you,
Peace.
man.
Take it easy, man.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bye, Dark Shield.
Yeah, it's all right.
Why?
Oh, because we're going to get ready to go and see Ella's
You
concert.
said Spider. And I said why? And then you laughed.
Everyone could hear you. That. Oh my god, let's go.
All right, Quarren, you gonna call this one Daisy? Daisy
No, I'll
Duke?
call it Stumpy.
Call it Stumpy. You got Daisy and Stumpy now. All right. All right, what else you guys want to do? You want to keep looking around this room some more?
Yeah, I'd like to investigate.
Okay, I think I explained. If I didn't, I'll describe this room to you again. Let's see here. Which room is it? Not that one. It's
It was madness the last time we were in here, so
okay. This chamber houses a small study or library. There's bookcases all along the wall here. A small stone table in the middle of the room with a large crystal ball in the center. Crystal ball is surrounded by a series of 8 flat stones with runes carved into them. You can't the ball, the big ball in the middle is kind of blank and dark right now. You don't really see anything in it. What else is in here that you see? Shelves contain all kinds of books. Some of you guys are going to look through some of them, but various different types of subjects: alchemy, anatomy, mathematics, history. It's like mostly dwarven, mining, excavating, stone sculpting, among other things. A small chest with a huge... Make sure I don't say something I'm not supposed to. Yeah, small chest is found inside here. Give me... Whoever's in there, give me an investigation.
Investigation?
Yep. I'm assuming you're looking all around inside there, so give me an investigation. See if you find something else in here. Obviously, in this back corner was the little bush that Teague touched and then promptly died.
Yeah, no one touched that bush. It's cursed. It makes horrible ghosts spawn, and then an ally attack us.
All right, so Corn and Baron. I'll say Baron since his at advantage is a little bit higher. As you're kind of rummaging through some of the books a little bit, looking through some stuff, trying to find something interesting, you do find behind one of the books what looks to be some kind of a necklace. It's got these three or four flat stones about it.
Okay.
And Baron wasn't... Nope, you weren't there when that... Never mind. I won't talk too much. You don't recognize it, but looks like some kind of a necklace with some weird-looking stones on it.
Can I reach it?
Yeah, like I said, it's just in the back of the bookcase. It was behind a book that you pulled out.
Okay, I grab it and pull it out. And I show the others. Anybody have any idea what this is?
Corn and Usul and Dirk can all give me a history. Or a perception. Either one. To see if you recognize it.
Man, my rolls are on fire right now.
Right, no need for... Oh, Dirk's not here, so he can't roll. Alright, so Usul, you'll notice right away, that looks like the necklace that Kiriel had.
Rip.
The necklace of force, as you recall. You still in Discord, Usul?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just making sure we didn't lose you. Alright, so you guys have found Kiriel's old necklace behind one of those books in there. Okay, what else? You guys also, as you're kind of going through it now, as you found that, you're looking through the books in more detail. One of you guys will find a journal that's kind of close to, in one of these bookcases next to the tree over here. I'll say it's this one right here. And it seems to have a journal explaining about a strange bush or tree and how it's the remnant of a bloodroot tree. It also tells a tale of how a delivery of such a tree was intercepted by a nearby Arctic troll tribe long ago. The tree was taken by the trolls, and they're now believed to be in possession of it. But this small bush before you is supposedly, per this journal, a remnant of that bloodroot tree. Now, did Teague ever share the story of the bloodroot tree with anybody? I think he did, at least with you, Usul, correct? Didn't you guys have that conversation?
He told us and Don, I believe.
Okay. Alright, so this was the bloodroot tree that Teague was looking for to potentially replace his missing arm. And I think that's it for what's in the room that you find. Yep, that's it. Now, what do you want to do with that information? Anybody there? Or did I lose my voice?
Nope.
No,
I'm here still there.
Okay.
I'm here.
We're just thinking.
I'm just not in the room.
Can we move you in there?
No, he hates the room.
I'm not going back in there. Flashback.
Okay.
Yeah, get some numb flashbacks.
More or less.
And we're thinking. And we're thinking.
We're the ones that
really
have the
have much
information
to-
available to them, so...
I don't have much to do with that information.
Okay. What do you guys like to do next?
Well, wait, if it can do something, then maybe it can help Endon, right? He's missing a piece of his body now.
Oh yeah, get him on
Why
it.
do we not
Maybe
care?
he can grow an arm.
I mean, is there something special we have to do it, or do we just like make him eat the entire bush? Like just hold him down and force him to eat it.
Well, this foot looks like it just almost touched it. I'm not sure how it works.
Yeah, as you read through that journal, it'll give some very basic descriptions of how the Mind Flayer was basically chopping off people's hands and feet to feed to the goblins, and then using this bush or tree to grow them back. And I'm gonna rule that Quarren, and I know Quarren heard the story. I'm not sure if Usul did or not. The story from the blacksmith back in Injast, the one that told Tegan about the tree for about the bloodroot tree, and how her hand was basically replaced by the bloodroot tree through a ritual that her grandmother did. Were you there for that conversation, Quarren?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if she told us that we were supposed to bring it back and she was performing the ritual, or if she had given us the details on how it was done or anything, though.
No, as I recall, she didn't know where the trees were anymore, because at that time she was a small child and her grandmother lived near in the forest. But I think Joe Dell told you guys the history behind the bloodroot tree and how it was originated somewhere south, way southwest of you guys, as a barrier between, I think, the kingdom of Thay and the rest of the free realms, so to speak. And that was where the bloodroot tree first took root, and then it was protected by some strange beast or something. But some of the more adventurous or rich people of the world would try to sneak out one of the trees every once in a while and plant it somewhere within their estate. So they're quite rare outside of that main forest, but they have been known to make their way out. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So should we just uproot it, the whole thing, and see what parts of the plant they need for this ritual when we find someone who can do it?
And nobody in this room is proficient in nature, are they?
Not in the room, no.
So you got a bunch of guys with not green thumbs. Well, technically Sylvia has a black thumb. So is that what you guys want to do? You want to rip the thing up? Take Quarren's suggestion?
Yeah, let's rip it up. Let's take it with us.
Okay, who's going to rip it up? Who wants to touch it?
I'll do it.
I will.
Everybody will. Everybody lines up now. Alright, so
Fuha will not.
Fuha will not. Okay, so who is
Do you want to do it, Usul? Because I'll do it.
I'll do it because I got nature and such.
That together.
So how are you going back down? You're just going to grab it and pull it? What's your intention? Oh.
I'm gonna start digging around the roots.
Hold on a minute, guys. Is Dittmar still there? I'm going to have to mute his microphone if he is.
Nah, he left.
Yeah, he just left by
Okay,
the looks of it.
okay, alright. Alright, sorry about that. No,
I
ahead.
do have a shovel, I believe, so I'm gonna start. It's it's dirt there, isn't it?
no. The roots are in
Oh,
stone.
it's stone. Okay. Do I have a? I don't believe I have a pickaxe. We can go ask for a pickaxe.
Yeah, the
We
bark,
need to get
the
it
bark
out of the
itself
stone.
almost has a look of stone as well. Man, I won't tell you what it feels like. I'm assuming you haven't touched it yet, but it looks like it has
Oh, not
the
yet.
same texture as the stone floor as well. So you can go try to find a pickaxe. You can find one easily enough if that's what you want to do.
Is it like tiled stone, or is it just like a flat stone floor?
It looks like, not sure if it's tile or it's stone blocks. Well, you being Dwarven,
Yeah.
you know they're like stone blocks. You're guessing they're
Okay.
probably maybe a foot thick on the ground.
Okay. Are the gaps between them like big enough for me to shove a crowbar through and try and lever them out?
We'll say there's cracks pretty much like you see on the map here, where the squares are.
Okay.
That's about how big the stone blocks are.
Alright, I'll try and, because I do have a crowbar, I'll try and like shove one, like get one next to the bush and try and lever it up a little bit and see what it does with the bush. I don't want to just flip it up, but
You're trying to lever one of the roots out of the stone, or you're trying to lever
no,
the stone itself?
trying to lever the entire stone itself.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're gonna use a crowbar for that, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Give me a.
I just want to start lifting it. I don't want to completely flip the entire block. I just want to see what happens with the bush, because if it starts to do damage it or something.
All right. Is anybody helping him, or
Obviously, I don't want to destroy it.
everyone's gonna stay
Yeah, I'll
back and
help.
watch him?
I'll help him out.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me your strength or athletics check with advantage. All right. So you manage to get the crowbar in one side of it, and you can kind of crank it up, maybe get 2 or 3 inches. Can't quite get it up all the way, but you see no reaction whatsoever from the bush. It's gonna take you a while to get this entire stone out if you want to, but I'm just telling you right now. You pick it up about 2 or 3 inches. You don't see any kind of change or reaction. Nothing attacked you. Nobody turned into a bad guy.
I just didn't want to damage the bush is the issue.
Ah, okay. I wasn't sure what your intention
I didn't want to flip the stone out and crush the bush and be like, oh, oops.
No, but I'll go and say you can probably take the next 15, 20, 30 minutes to kind of gingerly lift the entire stone base out that the tree's sitting in. It's heavy.
Okay.
I'm going to say that heavy slab of stone is at least 150, 200 pounds that this tree's kind of embedded its roots into.
So, yeah, but after I eventually get it out, what do we want to do with it then?
That's what I'm asking you.
I just got it out. I'm just the guy doing the dirty work.
He's just a grunt work. Who's the boss,
Exactly.
man?
I don't have to figure it out.
We may or may not have thought this through.
Does
Alright, well, you
anyone
still have that
know how to...
pickaxe, right?
Well, I don't have a pickaxe, but we can ask for one. I mean, this is a mining place, so...
Let's all go get pickaxes and make this block a lot smaller.
That is a good idea. Let's go get pickaxes.
Alright, so again, I'll go
Hello.
and rule you guys to take another 30 minutes or so. You can probably gingerly kind of pick away at least half of the stonework to lighten it up about halfway. So if it was 150, 200 pounds before, now it's like 75 to 100 pounds is how heavy the stone block is after about a half hour. If you guys spend another hour, you can probably get down to where it's just nothing but the roots left there. You guys want to take that time?
I'm fine with doing that.
Yeah, sure. Why not? We're already this far in. We might as well finish it up.
Yeah, we're committed at this point.
Yep.
Alright, let me look at my other notes here.
I never thought I'd be swinging a pickaxe with the dwarves, but I can't say I'm not enjoying it.
Alright, so I'll roll in total. It's about an hour's worth of work if you guys just meticulously picking away at this thing. But when you're done, you've got the this bush left, and the bark of it has kind of changed somewhat in color. Not so much like stone anymore. Now it's more like traditional bark, but it still has the same color as the stone. But it's completely free of the stone within an hour.
We should try to plant that thing in Daisy.
Now there's an idea.
Whoa. I'm glad I'm not in the room. Glad I'm not in the room, guys. Treasonous talk.
Alright, well let's show this thing to Endon and get his hopes up, and maybe he can figure out what the hell to do with it.
So you guys gonna bring it to Endon? Is that your intention?
Yeah, if we can find him.
Okay.
Endon!
Anything else in this room? If not, I'm gonna go move you guys out of the room.
I think we're
Take
good
one of the
here.
books on mathematics.
Okay. It's
What
Dwarven
are you gonna need
mathematics.
that for?
Alright, so I'm gonna move you guys out of the room, unless you guys have anything else in here.
No, No, I think that's it for me, at least. I don't know about anyone else.
Can you shift ping us all together? Because I've lost the map for some reason after my browser froze.
Yep.
For some reason.
How's that? That work for you?
No, I think I'm gonna have to reload. Oh, there we go.
Are you there?
Um,
Let me make sure you got sight. Yeah, you got sight.
yeah, I can see now. I just have to zoom in a bit. But I don't have any fog of war. I don't know if
You can see everything?
I can see a lot of things. Not looking at anything too closely. I don't want to, accidentally stumble upon something. But there's no like darkness or fog of war.
Okay, I cannot figure that out. You're not the first person that's done that, but okay, just don't. There's technically nothing in here I'm worried about. You probably see some people like in the walls here. That was just for reference earlier, so you don't have to worry about that. There's nothing else going to jump out at you. I think you guys have pretty much covered everything in here.
Okay.
All right, so your intention is to go find Indon, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be easy enough. I mean, they're not in the room here with you. You don't see them on a map, but you'll easily find some of the dwarves kind of making their rounds and stuff, and they'll share with you that Indon is down in the forge with the two journeyman apprentice blacksmiths, where they've been kind of working on a couple things for the journey for the next couple of days or so. He'll say he can, show you guys down there, or he can go fetch him for you. What would you guys like?
Just down to the forge, why not?
You guys all want to go to the forge?
Isn't it gonna be like hot and steamy down there?
Sound like a true elf.
Yes, it will be, and it'll be great. Trust me.
Alright.
They'll also share with you that Tharum is back in one of his offices or his shops, kind of working on the cloaks. They'll share that some of the other dwarves and stuff were doing a little bit better job of kind of sorting back through the alchemy lab up here, kind of straighten that one up. I don't know if that'll pique Usul's attention or anything like that.
Sorry?
They'll also share that the dwarves have been kind of straightening up and cleaning up the alchemy lab back over here. Don't know if that would pique your interest or not. But
Yeah, that's a good idea.
okay. All right, so here's what I want to do for this, guys. When you guys meet Indon, he's still going to tell you guys that he needs at least a 10-day. He's not sure how many days to kind of rest and recuperate, because whatever's going on inside of him has really got him messed up. So what I'm looking for from you guys is basically, what would you guys like to do for the next couple of days, at least, assuming you want to kind of wait it out, or are you guys wanting to leave without Indon? Because, again, Indon is your guide. He's the one supposed to show you guys to the Immortal Caverns, but he's basically telling you he can't go for a few days until he kind of is able to heal himself.
Can we heal him?
He's got some severe... Well, let me look. I gotta look up his internal injury, what it is.
I think you need real high level healing too.
Yeah, that's how I recall. Let me pull up his character sheet.
Hey,
and I'll give you
maybe
an
we
exact
should just
answer.
kill him and then we can bring him back to life.
Never liked him anyway, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you have that spell, so you could just bring him back to life in a new body.
Yep.
You
A
guys are
female
freaking
elf
mean.
or a female dwarf.
You guys are freaking mean. Tell you what,
You
just
could come
kill
back as
everything.
a half elf or something, or a half.
We're actually all, like, neutral evil.
You're a bunch of murder hobos. Let's see here. Magical healing of 6th level or higher, or 10 days of rest will heal the injury he's got. So I don't think anybody has a
Ouch.
heal of 6th level or higher, do they?
No, not here.
No.
And so basically, as long as he has this, if he gets in any kind of fight or any kind of action, he's got to make a DC 15 con save or he loses his action. That's how badly hurt he is.
Just doubles
Let's just
over,
drag
coughing
him on a
blood.
sleigh.
I'm sorry,
Is
Corn,
he
what?
alright? Can we drag him on a sleigh if he's lying down to rest? Is he alright with that?
You can ask him that if you want. Is that your intention?
I'll ask him that.
Give me your persuasion.
Alright. And I remind him that we're both elves.
I guess supposed to. Okay.
Is it nearly a half elf?
Is who an half elf?
Isn't Indon just a half elf?
I don't think anyone's ever really asked him, and you saw his big ears, so you're assuming he's an elf. Look at you,
I
you
assumed
son
he
of
was
a
an
bitch.
elf because of his ears.
Alright, so Indon will listen to your story, and you can see him kind of rolling his eyes, and he's making all kinds of excuses. That's just idiotic, drag me around on a freaking sled. Says that doesn't sound safe at all, but if you think it's the best thing to do, then I'll go by your judgment.
I'm like, listen, I'm a soldier, and when you're in a sticky spot away from camp or whatever situation you're in, sometimes someone goes down, you can't just leave them there, but you can't wait for them to heal either, so you haul them out of there.
You can cast Mage Hand and carry him around.
Mage
Hand can only carry like 5 pounds.
He's not that small. You can carry Daisy around that way.
You've got like 30 mage hands, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you basically convinced that Indon, he tells you if that's what you really want to do, he'll do that. But he tells you, so we need at least another day or so for me to finish these shoes. And he holds up one of these snowshoes that he's been working on for you guys. That technically he's been instructing other dwarves on how to build it. And that's why it's taken him so long to build it. But he said once we get up into the higher elevations, the mountains and stuff, you're going to need these. Otherwise, we'll just kind of sink in the snow. And plus, he said, I think Tharum's working on those cloaks that Teague wanted as well. Those might come in handy as well in that weather. So if you can give me a couple days, then I'll be more than happy to let you drag me around, if that's what you want to do.
I mean, I don't want to, but I just think the situation calls for it.
Alright, so again, he'll agree if you guys give him a couple days. He'll be okay with you guys basically carrying him around.
They'd like that damn elf.
Alright, Baron, so you want to go down to the forge, correct? Did you say something?
I sure do.
Okay.
I do.
Alright.
Want to go down to the forge.
So your first time down there, they've got it's a huge room. At one end of the room is a giant forge. Not sure why they even have one that large. I guess it's for making giant weapons. You're not really sure, but there's a series of forges along the each side of the large room as well, with big quenching baths in the center as well. And Gotti and I forget the other dwarf's name, but the two dwarves are over on one of the forges, kind of clanging away on some kind of contraption that they were making for Indon for his hand as well. But you'll find all the equipment. You'll find various types of ores and minerals and different type of accelerants for the forge. You could definitely spend a lot of time in here and having probably a lot of fun with yourself. Anything in particular you want to ask or look for in the forge?
I wanted to go check how they're going on the mechanism that they're creating for Indon to have a left hand again.
Okay. As you walk up and take a look at it, looks like it's pretty decent craftsmanship. Although you've never really seen anything like this before, so you're assuming it's good craftsmanship. And they tell you they've been working on it for about 6 or 7 hours, and they're probably about halfway through it, they think. But it looks like it's got a very crude-looking hand. It's got 2 fingers on it that can be actuated and moved to make like a fist or a point. It's actuated with a couple levers that can be mounted along the forearm. That Indon can basically work with his other hand to get the grip to either close or open. And again, very crude, but Indon's been kind of watching him as well and looking at it, and he's not crazy about it either. But it's better than the alternative what he's got right now.
And being
Has
good old
anybody
Stumpy.
explained to him that we have those roots?
Well, have you guys at this point? I'm sure you would in the next couple of days, but I'm saying at this point right now, Baron went down and just looked at the forge.
Yeah, I mean, during my conversation, I guess we're like, oh, by the way, we also, if you recall that conversation a long time ago at Teague about the blood roots, we actually came across the Bloodroots, and seeing that you still have your situation going on, we're guessing you can probably use this to hopefully regrow your arm.
Not that. I mean, you see a little bit of intrigue in his eyes as he looks at that, and by this time he's already heard the stories from the other dwarves and seen some of the gruesome looking hands over there, and he kind of looks at you and he looks over at this metal clanging thing over here and looks back. It's like I don't know. I don't know which one's gonna be better. I don't know if I want some ugly looking tree looking thing or if I want this mechanical contraption on here, but at least the ugly tree looking thing gives me full range of motion. But do we even know how to do it?
We don't, but those dwarves might.
And Gotti and the other blacksmith, they both have their original hands. They haven't lost anything like that. He says, we can talk to some of the other dwarves that have had their hands removed and replenished and try to replicate that process, but I don't know if there was something magical behind it as well with the freaking mind flare, but if you'd rather have, roots for fingers than the strong metal we're making here, then that's your choice. You guys want me to make the choice for him, I guess, huh? Give me... Corn, you're trying to talk him into using this bloodroot tree, correct?
Yeah, I'm like, it did Tegan a good job, right?
It did Tegan a good job?
This foot.
And Indon's like, oh, what that? He did. It's the first time he's seen it at this point. He's like, what the hell? That's Tegan's foot?
Yeah, man.
That's grotesque, man. Is it alive?
I don't know.
He doesn't want to touch it.
I was planning on probably burning it at some point, but it definitely doesn't look right. But
are you gonna say that out loud? Or are you just thinking that?
No, I'm thinking that. I'm just saying his foot was cut off before it was exposed to this thing, whatever happened. So, I mean, it'll be fine.
So he kind of looks back and forth at I'm assuming the bloodroot, you want to go show it to him, the foot thing, or are you just telling him about it? I'm assuming you showed it to him.
I guess I show it to him.
Yeah. He's going to look back between that and this metal contraption over there and give me a persuasion check.
Alright, -1.
Oh, shit.
10.
Okay. Let's see what Indon likes. But you rolled performance, not persuasion. Is persuasion still -1?
Yeah.
It's the same modifier, yeah. He has the same modifiers as me on his charisma.
Alright, so Indon doesn't seem to be too thrilled with turning his hand into a root. He said he's going to try this metal contraption first, see how that works. He said if that doesn't work out, then I may consider that, but I'm not crazy about having my hand replaced by something that looks like a mauled up looking dead root foot thing.
We also have feeling in it.
Feeling in it? How do you know if you can feel in it?
I don't know. It's attached to you. I just assumed you could.
I'll go and roll that some of the dwarves would have showed they still have full feeling in it and everything like that. So tell you what, make me another persuasion check at advantage since you added that portion to it. That's a better argument about it.
Oh.
God dang, Warren. You're just not very good at convincing people. It must be the elf in you. Is anyone else down there with you?
I was beaten as a child.
Oh, Baron, you went down there with him, right?
But I'm all for the metal thing.
Oh, that's right. You are all for a metal thing. Okay, let's see if Indon screws this one up. You end up with a metal freaking hand. I really want him to have a bloodroot hand, but this is not working out too well. Oh, shit!
Crit fail.
Alright, so since that was a crit fail, I'm going to rule that he actually did lose that one. So you kind of share your story about how you get feeling in it. He's like, hey, that's better than having a piece of metal. At least I can maybe have a little more accuracy with it if I can actually feel the bow in my hand. So just tell you what, so we'll try it out. But if it doesn't work, he looks over on the other dwarf. You chop that fucker off and you put that metal thing on me, okay? Dwarves are like kind of holding up their little red hot hammers and stuff. So, oh yeah, we'll take care of that for you. He's like, all right, so, well, you want to do this now? How do you want to do this?
Well, we've got to go talk to the dwarves and see if they know.
See if they know. All right. So I'm gonna rule that you guys will eventually get to the other dwarves and kind of talk about the process. And again, it's very crude. There's no. A couple of dwarves give different details about how the mind flayer once used the axe, once used a knife, once just took a rusty sword off the wall and chopped it off. Seems like there was no rhyme or reason as to how he chopped them off, and then he pulled these things out of his pocket and put them up against the stubs or whatever it was, and they seemed to kind of wiggle and writhe and embed themselves into the hand. They said it was very, very painful, but over the course of the next couple hours, they kind of melded into the flesh, and they eventually got feeling back, and they get able to move the hand just like they did before, albeit not quite the same size or quite the same motion that they had before, but if anything, they had a little bit more flexibility in their hand and fingers. All right, so while they're doing that, Usul, you want to do a little more research or something back in the alchemy lab, is that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
So what was your intention?
I'd just like to go through stuff and see what I can find.
Okay, so
not sure what's in there.
So basically, you find pretty much a full set of like alchemy and or herbalism type of kits. So anything you want to try to, which one were you proficient in? Were you proficient in one of those or both of them? I forget.
Let me look here.
Whichever one you're proficient in, you'll get advantage on it while you're working in this lab, because for the most part, the dwarves are able to salvage and or put stuff back together as best to their knowledge. With your help, you'll be able to put them all back in the shape and or purpose that they're originally for. So basically, this is where, if you choose to, this is where you can use your herbalism, I guess, skill set and or that homebrew thing I made for you to start to try to put stuff together. You'll probably still need to forage some of your pieces that you need for your herbalism stuff, but you have everything you need here to try to play with, investigate, research, make whatever you want over the next couple of days.
All right. Yeah, I'd like to make some. I don't remember exactly what I have for advantage on as far as potions. I know one of them's a healing potion, but yeah, I'll look that up and see what I have.
Okay. So those of you guys out of character, you guys, I think herbalism was one of the things that Usul took a proficiency in, and I came up with a homebrew thing for him to make certain types of potions. It requires him to forage some stuff, not from the dungeon. I think most of the stuff was like from the surface area, for like trees and forests and stuff like that. But based on what he finds, he can make different types of potions that do various things, from healing to poisons to I think heal exhaustion, give you bonus on different stuff, but some neat little things that I want to give him for his herbalism skill. And
Cool.
Baron, you got the same deal with yours, being in this this giant forge here. You can use your blacksmithing skills to, I guess, do whatever you would like to, if we can find the materials for it. I think at one point Dirk asked you if he could fix his shield, I think it was, but he's got a new shield now, so he probably doesn't
It was
give a
his
shit.
armor. It was like it was his armor that
was
was damaged. His plate armor.
Okay. All right. So again, it's up to you. So I'll let you you still have that documentation, right?
So I do.
Okay. All right. So unless you guys
So,
are
like,
really,
if it's just repairing it, how does it work? Like, because for me to make plate armor, even like the base armor takes a long time.
yeah, if you're doing it by yourself, it is a long time to make plate armor. I'm looking at the chart right now.
For repairing it, because it's only like a little bit damaged. I think he has a -1 on it or something.
Yeah, I thought repairing was like half the time. Where did I put that at? Crafting with care, teamwork, crafting. Anyway, I have to look that up. I think it's like half the time to repair something than it takes to actually make something. But I want to do that kind of either offline or kind of in between sessions, so everyone's not sitting here watching you craft something for several hours. But I just want to put that out there as an option for you guys. We can figure out the details of that offline, and then we can kind of summarize that in the next session, if you guys are okay with that.
Sounds good to me.
So figure out whatever you can or can't do in a couple days, and we can kind of work offline to figure out like blacksmithing, you need to find the material, herbalism, you need to find like the foraging ingredients, stuff like that. Okay?
Okay. Yep.
Sounds good.
All right. So, Corn, you guys are going to try to put Tegan's arm back together from the way the dwarves did it. So, who's going to try to help or work on this? Because none of the dwarves that you have left have really any kind of nature background. The one guy that did have that died. Most of these guys are like excavators, miners, and blacksmiths. So having any kind of medicine or nature background in these dwarves is very limited. Hence why they kind of give you the very crude rundown of how the Mind Flayer did it before.
I have medicine, so I can assist.
Okay. Anybody here have a nature or maybe an arcana proficiency? This is like a perfect group to do this. I'm sure Endon's got all kinds of confidence in you guys.
I have survival.
Dirk can do like guidance. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do on this. I'm gonna do this one kind of offline as well, since it requires maybe Dirk's assistance on this, and I'll do offline with you guys and put a summary in the chat here about how this goes. You guys okay with that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do in these mines for the next couple days?
I think from Sylvia and Trigby's point of view, there's nothing particularly.
Okay. You going?
I'd like to look at my spell list and go over that and decide what I'm going to use for going forward. It seems like there's some spells that I'm missing that I'd like to exchange.
Okay. All right. And Warwick will also share with you guys that he's going to continue to kind of work with the elves here. I mean the dwarves here of continuing to kind of excavate and reclaim this place. They're going to send a few dwarves out to some of the local dwarving towns to start getting more help and more resources back here. Warwick also wants to kind of stick around here a little bit longer. He's not going to go with you guys to the Immortal Caverns anymore. He feels obligated to kind of help get this place up and going again. And Baron Fuha also kind of shares the same sentiment with you, that he would like to kind of stick around here and help reclaim this place rather than move on to the caverns with you guys. And the same thing with Trigby as well. All the dwarves pretty much want to kind of stay and help put this place back together. So your journey forward to the Immortal Caverns will be a few dwarves less. Okay. Let's see, what else?
Traitors.
Traitors. Yeah, they're so mean. But Warwick said he will guide you guys up the stairs and over the cliff and introduce you guys to his hermit friend that lives up there, Beakwam. And then from there he'll head back down to Gukamar. But at least get you guys that far, and Beakwam may be able to point you guys in a direction to how to get quick to the section where Endon's taking you guys to. But he said whenever you guys are ready, he'll kind of lead you guys the way up there.
Sounds good.
Did I already share with you guys Warwick's, I guess, brief description of this hermit guy and what his background, what his story is? If not, I'll do it anyway. So Warwick used to be, how can I put this nicely? Well, he's not here. Who cares? He kind of lost his mind for a little bit. I think Quarren met him a long time ago back in Helgabal, where he kind of went nuts and threw off all his armor and took off running naked outside the city gates at some point, screaming about spiders or something like that. and Warwick basically roamed the wilderness for a long time. So he finally got somewhat of his brains back, and somehow he found his way to this area, and Beaquim, this gnome hermit above the Gukumar ruins, wouldn't say it took pity on him so much as Warwick was annoying the hell out of him, and Beaquim kind of tried to take him in and civilize him a little bit, and so that's where Warwick has been for the past several weeks, I guess, since Quarren last saw him, and Beaquim kind of helped him rein in his madness, so to speak, or whatever it was, and then promptly told Warwick to get the hell out. So he owes him a lot, but he also tells you guys that Beaquim is kind of harsh. He's kind of short. He doesn't really like visitors. He's always by himself. He also would have shared that Beaquim is his only friends he really does have, or that friends he puts up with, are the animals in the area. So he's somewhat of an animal lover, and that he'll probably have a large bear close by with him. That's kind of like his best friend / protector / does whatever he needs him to within the area up there. He said there may be a few straggler fishermen up along the lake just north of you guys, and that's where Beaquim will occasionally make some of his money off of. He also dabbles in herbalism, and he'll sell some of the local fishermen some salves or ointments or whatever to kind of heal some kind of rash or itching or whatever they may have up there. But for the most part, he keeps to himself. But he's quite knowledgeable in the area, been there for a long time, and so he may be of some benefit to you guys as well. No, he's not Radagast, Baron. Close, but kinda. Okay. Any questions on that little story?
No.
Okay. All right.
Does he hate dwarves?
Does he hate dwarves? Warwick will tell you that he probably hates most races, and probably none so more than any others. He just likes to be by himself.
Does his bear eat Grimlocks?
Does the bear eat Grimlocks? Warwick will kind of chuckle at that and says, well, I can't believe Grimlocks are really that nice of a animal. I'm sure they're going to try to kill a bear if they see one, so I just wouldn't take him out in front of Momo. Momo's his bear's name, by the way. Momo.
Momo's a bear.
Maybe I'll have to get like a falconer hood for the Grimlock. Oh, it's blind anyways.
Yeah.
Damn.
So what are you going to do with Daisy over the next couple of days, Sylvia?
I guess I'm just gonna keep making her more dependent on me.
So your intention is to try to tame her, make her domesticated, right?
More or less, yes.
Okay. So I've been thinking about how I want you to do this. I'm going to have you do an animal handling check for a total of 10 days. And based upon how many of those you succeed or fail, at that point we'll decide whether basically she stays or goes, or becomes domesticated by you. You okay
Sounds
with that?
good.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So at this point, it's only been 1 day. You already did your one animal handling, right? And you succeeded on it, correct?
I believe so,
Okay,
yes.
so-
Yeah, I did, because I got her into the bag
Yep.
or whatever.
Yep. So keep track of that on your character sheet somewhere, that you've had one success out of 1 days. And then every day it goes by, we'll have you do another one to see how she reacts to that. So right now she is pretty much staying with you. I'm not sure if it's because she trusts you or she loves you or just because you're feeding her, but she's going to be able to stay in your bag for at least another day. Okay, what else am I missing
Perfect.
here? Endon Charity's going to have those shoes hopefully done by the next day, so you guys don't have to have difficult terrain going through the snow. Oh, what are you doing with the foot over the next couple of days, Quarren?
I guess I'd probably burn it like the first day or the first night.
The first night?
Yeah.
Okay, let me figure out how I want to do this. So, how do you plan on going about trying to burn it or kill it or whatever?
Bring Tegan back.
I'm gonna gather up some of these like chairs, I guess, in this room.
You know, take them back to like the
And
infirmary.
wherever else there. No, I'll just do it in this room. I mean.
You just like lighting fires all over the
Yeah, it's
the
how you
mines.
ask, right?
A lot of black stains and everything smells like smoke. Yeah, it just like a bunch of dwarves, right? All right.
I mean, the doors don't smell good. I'm trying to cover it up.
All right. So, are you going to spend at least another night with it? Or are you going to do this like the same day, like it's in your backpack right now, or what's your intention?
Yeah, I'll do it the same day before we take any more rest.
Okay, let me read this.
I don't trust Footy too much. Or Stumpy.
Poor Stumpy. All right, so you guys aren't going to go anywhere else. No one else is injured. Are you going to leave it in the backpack pretty much the whole time until you go to kill it? Or are you going to let it out at all? Look at it, investigate it? Anything?
Take it for a walk.
No, I'm just gonna like dump it out and look at it for like 5 minutes, then I'll just burn it.
Okay, now go introduce him to Daisy.
No,
Okay, you know,
they don't need to meet.
it could be one of those love matches, perfect match there.
We don't need that. We don't need that here.
All right, so I'm gonna rule that wherever you try to dump it, it's almost like it knows what's coming. As you pull out its bag, it kind of holds onto your hand, like won't let go as you're trying to set it down. Like it doesn't want to lose your grip. And you keep hearing it say your name in your brain, not out loud, but it's like in your brain over and over again. You're gonna like forcibly knock it off your hand. You're gonna strike it.
Yeah, I like punched it off my hand.
Oh, I gotta pull up the stats on it now. Oh, screw it. You're gonna try to kill it. Never mind. It's not gonna be able to get away from you. You're freaking Neo. All right, so it's obviously fighting you. I mean, it senses what you're trying to do. You can see it kind of trembling a little bit as you kind of set down the debris and everything. But again, it's not going to try to get away, but it is obviously sensing what's going on with you. And if you're going to go through with it, you seem to. Well, what are you going to do? Just beat the shit out of it?
Yep.
Oh, a 12! This is unreal. I gotta look now. See if it actually. It probably doesn't, but I'll check it anyway. Where's it at?
He rolled a 2 and a 1.
No, he has an AC of 10, so yeah. How many hit points does it have? Where'd it go? Do. Yeah, it's dead. You were so mean. Okay, you punch the thing, and then you're going to light it on fire, and it seems to kind of
Yeah,
let
I'm burning out.
a loud hiss and everything, and you see the roots kind of sinking down into the embers as it starts to flame up, and you can see the foot portion of it kind of start to wither up and smoke, and then it starts to burn. But the roots themselves in the embers seem to stay in place, and they kind of take on the same texture, the same look. They seem to be radiating heat, just like the embers of the coals or the wood that's in the fire itself. And then after the foot kind of burns away, you see like what's left in the flames are like these 6, 7, 8 looking root looking things that are all the exact same color, same shape as the fire as it's still burning. And they are moving around. Some of them kind of digging into the ground.
I shrug and walk away.
Okay. You're going to leave them alone.
Like, some magic crap, whatever.
Alright, you going to share this story with anybody else, or did you do this in front of anybody, or is this like a solo ritual you did?
I don't know if anyone followed me. I wasn't trying to be secretive about it.
Okay. So if anybody
So
else...
I'll share with that with somebody. I'll just like mention it haphazardly, like, oh, this also happened randomly. I didn't think much of it.
So some of the other... Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I just accidentally punched a foot. Whatever.
Punching the foot was in the accident.
Yeah, some of the other dwarves would have shared with you if you shared your story with them, Quarren, that those roots are very resilient. As long as they got some kind of, and they don't understand how it works, but as long as they've got something to attach themselves to, they seem to survive almost anything. It's very hard to destroy them, so to speak. So chances are, whatever you saw in the fire, they may still be alive.
Well, they're down here. Hopefully we never see them again.
Okay.
If a huge monster forms, like, and kills us 6 months from now, that's probably my bad.
Okay.
Well, by then hopefully we'll find out the poison for Bloodroot.
Poison for Bloodroot.
True.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you guys want to do? If not, I'm probably going to call at that point, and we'll kind of work offline with these other things that Baron and Usul are working on. I say that because I'm assuming the rest of you guys probably don't want to sit around and watch these guys like try to make something. If you do, that's fine. We'll go ahead and roll with that.
King.
Nah, I gotta get out to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll pass on watching them craft something.
That's what I thought. Okay. That's why I said I can't do that offline. All right, guys. So this was a completely role-playing session here. So I don't know, apologize or if that was good or bad, whatever. But just there was a few more things that you guys had to find. You finally found them. And as of right now, we'll have another session probably in 2 weeks, and we'll pick it up from there. And like I said, I'll go offline with Baron and Usul and what they do, and I'll share that in the campaign chat about what comes out of that. Okay. All right. So Sylvia,
Sounds great.
First session. Appreciate you joining us now. Great to have you as one of our permanent members here. And we'll see what happens with the other guys. So far, I'm really liking Hilton. JJ, I don't know. He hasn't been very talkative the past few sessions, so I don't know if he just decided to quit or what happened with him. But we'll see what happens with him.
Sort of disappeared in the middle of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, and thank you guys for adding me. I really appreciate that, and yeah, I look forward to seeing what comes next.
Yep. Looking forward to see what happens with Daisy.
Yeah, that too. I don't want to jinx it, so you know.
Right. All right, guys. So I'll call it night, and I'll send out the meeting invite soon, but we'll probably plan on 2 weeks.
Cool.
All right. Good night, guys.
All right.
Yeah, right.
Thanks again.